Check, 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 check. Where's my check? Let's get things situated here. Oh shit, Cali Nuts first. What's poppin', buddy? Fucking pissed off Tuesday. I was happy yesterday. I'm back to the bullshit. Hold on one second. Let me just get this. What's going on here, man? Oh shit, Tommy Milwaukee in the building early. Salute, sir. Hope you're throwing some smoke in the air if you get down. I'm not sure. Oops. Where's Vic Vega? Slacking. All right, April 28, 2020, waking up at Ruckish. Another episode. New York City's still locked down, and we'll be locked down for a while. We'll get used to it. I'm loving it. Selfishly. Shallowly. I'm very happy about the distance people need to keep from each other, etc., etc. But let's see. Let's see how long it plays out. Now, we were supposed to start something new, but I'm just waiting for my banners from Vic Vega. I can't really get anything going. I think it took a little second for the live to pop up on my channel. I don't know where it was, but it did take a couple of seconds for us to go live, so I don't know if that hindered the alert process, but it is early, right? I usually don't start till 9, but hey, I actually started on time today, so that's a good thing. So yeah, back to the grind, same shit. The bubble, what I was saying yesterday morning before Mac J talked about the numbers of people passing away. Jay, I read. Jay's funny, man. Good morning to you, Jay. What's poppin'? Don Vito, salute. My mind is all over the place. So I may talk about one thing for a second and then go someplace else, but don't worry about that. Eventually, we'll get to everything. Yeah, I wanted to start doing some pre-recorded early morning because I'm up early, but I'm just waiting for the banner. Sort of like a ruckus briefing, you know, with whatever's trending news-wise. Because sometimes we get on the air and we don't really talk about what's going on. Not that we have to. It's not a scripted show, you know. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. But I was just waiting on Vic Vega, but, everybody's doing their own thing. I wonder if Vic Vega had to go back to work. You know, he lives in the South. I know they opened up the ATL. Maybe that could be the reason. But anyway, salute to the whole team, wherever they are right now. They could still be sleeping. They may not be. They probably thought, Rich will probably take off tomorrow. I know my schedule, but I'm trying to be more consistent. I was watching early this morning. I don't know if anybody's watched it yet, but The Traitor. But in Italian, about Tommaso Buscetta. The Traitor. They got the documentary on Netflix, Our Godfather. But there's a movie called The Traitor. I'm halfway through it. It's a good fucking movie. I like foreign films for some reason. Plus the way they filmed it, makes you feel like it's the 80s and shit. You know what I mean? But it's called The Traitor. It's about Tommaso Buscetta. It's pretty good movie. It's in Italian, but there's English subtitles. So you know Melquin is not going to watch it. Salute to Melquin. I know he's going through some shit family-wise. I hope everything's all right with you, Mel. Yeah, could have been a problem with the system this morning. Hold on one second. Bow. Let me raise you up, JPS.
Great fucking movie. The
What's
realism. It's the realism. Great fucking movie.
Great.
It's the realism.
The realism.
You can really do that shit.
Don Vito, that's too funny. Don Vito, the documentaries on Netflix, Our Godfather, but the movie is called The Traitor or Il Tradador. I don't know if I'm saying it right in Italian, but the name of the movie is really in Italian, The Traitor, however you say that in Italian, and it's the movie. It's a movie about Tommaso Buscetta when he was in Brazil and got bagged in Brazil, and they brought him back to Italy, and how there was, how Tortorino was just fucking killing everybody trying to get that heroin trade on lock. And it's a pretty fucking cool movie so far. I'm like an hour in. It's like a 2 hour and 40 minute movie, so it may be it's a good watch. Put it this way, so it gets me through the morning.
Great
JP,
fucking movie.
great. Are you being sarcastic? Are you being serious, sir?
Both.
Both. You're being sarcastically serious or seriously sarcastic? Which one is it? I'm gonna go with the second one. I'm gonna go with the second
I'm going
one.
with both.
You go with both. JPS, the general, what's popping, man? What's going on, buddy?
Another day in the jungle.
Another day in the jungle. I hear you.
Looks like it's gonna be sunny today. It rained for the last 3 days, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucking pissed off because the lady upstairs keep asking me to fucking put the fucking boiler on, right? The heater on. The heater.
Really?
Yeah, and
Get
it's
the
like
fuck outta
killing
here.
me because they're because she got kids, so it's not like I could say fucking on her. But I cannot.
Yeah,
wait
but
till
she ain't paying
moves.
rent. What
No,
the
no, she's
fuck?
paying rent. She pays rent. She pays rent.
Oh, shit. Oh, all right.
Of course,
Cool.
of course. No, there's only one tenant that's not paying rent. You know what I'm saying? Out of all, we own more than one house, so.
Well, always got to be one.
Yeah, it's these fucking Pakistani cab drivers that live in my mother's house. They're like, oh, we got nobody to pick up. We're not paying rent. But they was already late on their rent before the COVID-19. Like, my mom would be like, talk to
They're
them.
just gonna get backed up and backed up.
Yeah, so I already told my mom, just consider it a loss. As soon as they open up the eviction process, get them evicted. That's it. Just go to court, get them evicted. And if they owe her back rent, you know what I'm saying? There's a, you can get small claim court, small claim court, and you can get your money back. But they was talking wild to Mama Rita at one time. I had to go over there and be like,
Really?
listen, yeah, I was like, listen, you don't want to. I go, yeah, listen, you don't want to pay rent.
on your fucking tires.
You don't want to pay rent. Don't no, exactly. That's how you got. You don't got to say nothing. You don't want to pay rent. Don't pay rent. I said, when the time comes, you're gonna be out anyway. I said, but don't curse at my mother. I go, the next time my mother tells me that you're cursed at her, I'm going to break your jaw, I'm going to break your wife's jaw, I'm going to break your brother's jaw, I'm going to break his wife's jaw. I'm going to break everybody's jaw for talking reckless. Don't pay rent, no problem. One way or the other, you're going to pay. It's America, baby. Everybody pays.
Facts.
Nobody lives for free.
So
you don't want, exactly. So you don't want to pay.
Medallion just disappeared.
You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay here. You pay there. That's all I got to say. Don Vito goes, there's another one on Amazon Videos called Mafia Undercover. It's about the Ndrangheta, and it's in Italian with subtitles. I'm on it. Also, 000 is also on Amazon based on that book 00. That the book 000 is what got me open to start doing the cartel stories. And I think when I put up the mob story tonight, I'm going to remind everybody that the contest for the name for the cartel show is over in 2 more days. Okay? After that, I'll pick a winner, and then you just email me your information, and I'll email you the book. T. Holla, good morning. What's poppin'? Good to see you, brother. Hope everything's well. So I was watching The Trader this morning about the Maxi trials in Italy. Great fucking story. It's fucking crazy. If you thought there was wars going on in New York City when we were growing up, they was fucking warring over the heroin trade in Italy in the 80s as well. It's fucking crazy shit. So if you haven't seen The Trader, you got a fire stick. You don't mind reading subtitles, and it's a really good fucking movie. All right. What else?
Kills the time.
Yeah, kills the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because my boy Bobby Banner, salute to Bobby Banner. I don't see him in the room today. Salute to Bobby Banner, but he did. He gave me his treadmill. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do every morning now. I'm up at 6 o'clock. I'm on the treadmill for an hour, and I'm watching fucking TV shows. So now that's how
That's
I'm
good.
Yeah. So I'm on my fourth day. I'm doing 2 miles a morning, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fucking good.
You ain't doing 2 hours in the morning.
Well, I got pictures of it. I took pictures just in case you guys were gonna say that to
Now
me.
we got pictures of you getting that change. We got pictures of you getting that change off the
You
counter.
saw that, right?
Last
Yesterday I found a Chinese
night.
place. And I wasn't even trying to take a picture of me getting the change. I was trying to take a picture of the people working there. And I said, yo, that's a perfect picture to send them and shit. I did find a fucking Chinese restaurant yesterday. Got me some
That,
mixed vegetables and shrimp with fucking
that shit was
hot
hilarious.
Chinese
They
oil,
see
baby.
this
You
big
kidding me?
hand just wide open grabbing a dollar.
I said, give my change. That's my shit. That's my shit. So, anyway. Did people get alerts? I mean, I think maybe something was wrong. You know what I did yesterday? I did leave the system on all night. Could that be now, man? It can't
Yeah,
be
we
it.
got alerts. I got alerts.
Yeah, got alert. Okay, so then people are just fucking either sleeping or doing their own thing. Anyway, so we'll rock out. What else was I say? Okay, so I told you guys a while ago, right, that in New York City, at 7 p.m. every day, everybody comes to their windows and starts clapping and screaming and taking wooden spoons to metal pans and starts making noise like it's a fucking parade. Every day at 7 p.m., they do this for the EMS workers, the ambulance drivers, the police officers, the doctors, the nurses, the health, the health aides, et cetera, for the essential workers, right? CJ, good morning. What's popping? And I'm thinking like this, and first of all, I told you guys 2 weeks ago, it makes me sick to my stomach that everybody just, you just tell somebody what to do and they do it anyway. I'm just like, please, I'm not going to my windows and clapping for anybody. But here's what I think people should do: instead of going to the windows and clapping and shit, start throwing down some fucking money. Start putting paper in these people's pockets. I don't give a fuck about you clapping and applauding me because I got to do my fucking job. You want to fucking show me appreciation, raise my salary.
Pretty much.
Now, and never mind making commercials about praising the EMS workers and the correction officers and all these commercials that you're now making. Never mind that. Take the budget for making the commercial and start dispersing it through these people's paychecks. Go to these hospitals and start handing out envelopes with $100, $200 bills, each of them. Start giving them to the nurses and the ambulance drivers and the bus drivers and the train drivers. Fuck is you going to your porch at 7 p.m.? Some of you ain't got no fucking business being out on a fire escape at 7 p.m. Never mind letting your kids out there on a fucking fire escape on the 17th fucking floor. I don't know what you're thinking. Throw down some money for these people, man. Stop with the bullshit. I hate shit like this. After this coronavirus shit, I'm asking for another raise. You should ask for another raise.
Damn right. Shit. Got to make up. Get caught back up.
Jay goes, I'm so glad the Bronx doesn't give a fuck about that. Yeah, nobody's clapping in the Bronx. Good. 7 p.m. Go out to the. First of all, you want us to stay out. You want us to stay indoors. Now you want all of us to come out at the same fucking time? Go to your windows and shit and start making noise. Nobody wants to hear all that bullshit at 7 o'clock. Throw down some $20 bills and $50 bills for these people. That's what you should be doing. Go to these ambulances. You'll be like, here, here's $50. Because these motherfuckers city ain't going to give you a raise. And where's the bonuses for the ambulance workers and the doctors and the coroners and the health aides and the nurses? Where's their bonuses? Fuck that shit. No, Trader is not on Amazon. Trader is a movie, Don Vito. 000 is on Amazon.
It's a great fucking movie.
What? Where is that from, man? That sounds familiar. Cliff Bravo, what's poppin'? Dígame.
Comes from some bonbons and some jujus.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. You're a maniac, bro. Let me get some juju beans. That's a great fucking movie. Realism. Now it makes more sense,
The
JPS.
realism, the realism.
Yeah, man. Sick and tired of all this bullshit. Hold on one second.
Yeah, this shit's getting real old.
No, for real, man. I mean, just start paying these people, man. Don't nobody want to hear no ovation and shit like that. Come on. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Always. It's like when you sit down for dinner and you sit down and you turn on the TV and the first commercial is the commercial about the starving kids in India or Africa. Like right when you're about to sit down and eat, you don't want to see that shit. I mean, granted, it's happening, it's facts. But like, why don't you take this money you're making for a commercial and just send it right over? Don't bother making a commercial asking people to help out. Don't do that. I'm done with that shit. That's it. Just stop it, man. Give these people money. You know what I'm saying? Do it right. Give these people money. They deserve it. They're out there every single day driving back and forth. I've never seen more ambulance in the streets of Queens than I see right now. Everywhere you look, there's an ambulance going here, there, for this hospital. Fucking ambulances I've never seen all over the place, all day in Queens. It hasn't stopped. That's why you know what I'm saying it's gonna be a shock for the people in the city and the five boroughs and Nassau, Westchester, Long Island, when they don't get to open up. They're not opening up. The city no time soon, man. There's no way they can do it. Now the mayor is talking about sending out these self-swabbing tests. That's gonna be a fucking nightmare, man. Now you gotta do the test yourself. You gotta put it in. I don't even know how that works. CJ says there's going to be a civil war. Who is it? Who's going to be warring? Who? CJ, the South versus the North, or non-COVID states versus COVID states, or New York versus the whole country, or what's going on? There's a dude. There's a dude in Uptown Manhattan that even though he's not allowed to open his business, he goes, "I don't give a fuck." He's this upscale tailor. He tailor makes clothes. Now I don't know how you're gonna get people in your store, and how you're gonna keep 6 feet distance while you're measuring people. I don't know how that works. Hey, Mike Toronto, you don't gotta apologize, boss. Go ahead, man. Do your thing. He goes, I'm going to my, I'm going to my mom's in-laws. No problem, buddy. When your mom's in-laws, I don't know. Wouldn't that be your grandparents? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, man. What else? What else is going on, JPS? You still there, buddy? Okay, I guess JPS hung up. All right. Civil War. No, you're still on the line. Okay. JPS, if you're talking, nobody can hear you. Yeah, oh, okay, I got you, Mike Toronto. Your in-laws. That makes more sense. Says the people will rise up against this, and letting prisoners out will stir up on the streets. People have to work. I mean, it is a combination for a fucking purge, right? Think about it. Everybody gets to wear masks. You got prisoners being left and being let out left and right. And I mean, honestly, all nonviolent prisoners. I mean, all non-violent prisoners should be let out of prison immediately. If you got caught on a non-violent charge and you're in there for drugs and stuff like that. Jay goes, the Civil War will be aluminum foil versus styrofoam versus cardboard Chinese food containers. Mike, don't even worry about it. Keenan Khan goes, hang up on Jean Paul. He adds nothing to the show. Keenan Khan, I cannot do that, sir.
Yeah, Keenan Kong, you just mad Gilly the Kid gave Atlanta that work. So all y'all niggas stay in the house.
The Civil War will be aluminum foil. That'll be some funny shit. Yeah. I don't
You know
think.
you're the ops, Keenan. You know you're ops. We got more receipts on you. Trust me. We got more receipts.
Well, like I was saying, it is a combination for a perfect a purge situation because you do got criminals being let on the street. You got everybody wearing masks. That's why, again, still I'm surprised why bank robberies are up. I mean, this is a stick up kid's fucking dream come true. You could literally walk around with sunglasses, like a homemade fucking COVID-19 hijab, just like these Muslim women wear, where they cover themselves up, and all you can see is their eyes and their ankles, right? You could go out there, cover yourself up, and start robbing shit left and right. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just surprised. Yeah, why are no banks getting robbed? Like the cops are making such easy money. I mean, they're making overtime on this shit, right? There's no one to arrest, right? You're not gonna arrest anybody because that's the memo that's been given out. Only arrest violent criminals, right? And there's some people get arrested, but for the most part, 5-0s ain't. I mean, I've seen some D-techs pull over some kids because they want to be loud and they want their business to be known. So here comes some D-techs. Now they're all up in your business. D-techs got to bust somebody. There's still TNT out here. Don't get it twisted. They had this kid in the back of the car right there with his hands behind his back. I don't know if he was cuffed or not. They was digging through that car. Mike Toronto, I started working, I started working when I was 13, man. I was a fucking newspaper boy, you know?
Well, at least like you said, had a little hustle. You know how to hustle, make money.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
So walking around putting your nose in other people's business like somebody we know.
That's some funny. Putting your nose in somebody else's business. Emphasis on the word nose.
Nigga had the whole coronavirus of Atlanta in his nose. Get out of here.
Full-time plus selling weed. Mike Toronto. I was a full-time electrician going to college full-time while selling trees. So Mike Toronto, you already know. I heard Texas are opening up next week. The virus will spread. Yeah, people are opening up, man. They just, either they don't buy it or they don't care. They're just like, fuck that. We can't lose money like this, See, New York is New York. So it's like people will survive in New York. They're never going to let New York fucking die. It just won't happen. There's too much. You got New York is Wall Street. How are you going to let Wall Street die? It's just too many big plays. It's just too many big plays. But it is a perfect purge situation. It absolutely is. How a virus got everybody. I'm talking about this shit is affecting, crime on every level. The cartels are hurting.
Big facts.
Chinese.
I'm like you. I was shocked at the lack of capers.
Yeah. I'm talking about dead of the summer, 5-0 filled with the street, in the streets. They got D-techs, fucking drones, fucking cameras. Motherfuckers are doing robberies in broad daylight. No, they don't give a fuck. Now they're telling you cover your face up. I got some sunglasses and a bandana and wear gloves, so you're not even leaving fingerprints on the fucking scene.
It was a small caper. They went into some, I don't know if it was a CVS or Rite Aid or Walgreens, and the ladies had big garbage bags with the face covered. It took all the makeup and bounced, and the Chinese lady, put that back. And
right.
They just bailed out the store.
Did they get away with it?
Yeah, yeah, they got away.
Listen, the streets gotta eat, man, right? The streets gotta eat. Mike Toronto, thank you. Let's see, 25% of the meat in America has been destroyed in the past 3 days. Facts. I'll never understand that. That has to be the most, you know what I'm saying? Listen, capitalism is a great system. Capitalism is a great system. It's the problem. It's the fact that they don't have a set of safety guards, I would say, for the greed that capitalism creates. There's nothing wrong with capitalism. In America, you come up with an idea, you are allowed to make as much money as possible, but when greed kicks in, that's the problem with capitalism. It's the human factor. It's the greed, No, Keenan Kong. I was bending pipe. I was pulling wire. I was learning how to read blueprints. That was the biggest mistake I made. I quit my electrician job to be a full-time drug dealer. And I could have gotten into the union. Fucking loser.
Yeah. Living how you doing is in Atlanta doesn't make you relevant, but you still have a big ass nose.
You're just gonna go back and forth. I'm a capitalist, but America is like capitalism on steroids. In Europe, we have a balance, right? And again, listen, you got all these articles about the mafia there, and even the cartels. I'm putting up a great article today, in fact, by the dude that wrote, by Roberto Saviano, and it's how the mafia and cartels are taking advantage of this situation. Great, great, great fucking article. But you know what? A lot of people don't understand, and even while I was watching the movie today, The Traitor, right? You have this judge. The judge's name is Giovanni Falcone or Falcone, whatever, right? And this judge does not give a fuck if he'll die. He does not. He doesn't care. He must bring the mafia to justice. Okay, fine, no problem. But what people like that don't understand, and this is based on a true story, is that organizations like the mafia and the cartel and this and the third, all of this was born out of poverty. If you look at all the
Big
sto-
facts.
if you look at all
Facts.
the stories in America about the mafia, I'm talking about the Lucky Lucianos and the Al Capones and the Carlo Gambinos and all these people. They have one thing in common. I'm not talking about the second generation that lived off the name. I'm talking about the ones that made a name for themselves. They came out of dirt poverty. Even the Jewish gangsters out of dirt poverty. And that's what I never understand. Mac J, good morning, sir.
Mafia Slavia.
Mafia
Mac,
Splafia.
Mac Jizzle. Mac
What's
Jizzle.
poppin'? What's poppin'?
Good morning, sir.
What's
Ruckus is
good
telling
with
us
you?
his electrician stories
Yeah, yeah,
and
no.
mob
So
stories. And,
really
yeah.
quick. What I just want to say, what I wanted to say about that is just I was thinking about Judge Falcone in the movie, and why they're flawed is because they don't go after the real problem. The real problem is poverty. That's what I wanted to say. The most purest form of violence is poverty. Everything is born out of poverty because there is a need. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Pretty
real
much.
problem. So anyway, I'm gonna put up that article at some point today or this afternoon, whenever I get a chance. But it's a good article. It's about the cartels and the mafia clans both taking full advantage of this COVID situation. But let's not get it twisted. The cartels are hurting right now. They can't get none of their shipments from China. Shit is locked down. Like you have every DEA, Coast Guard, fucking satellites, fucking drones, scuba divers, submarines trying to, intercept these drug shipments, right? And the shit just keeps coming through. Tell the world there's a fucking flu and everything just shuts down. That's incredible. CJ, what's popping?
What's poppin', everybody? How's everybody doing today?
All right, man, what's going on?
Well, I'm just doing my usuals and getting up in the morning, checking it out. Beautiful day, no chemtrails in the sky today. This morning it's beautiful, nice blue
Nice.
sky, nice and sunny. It's gonna get hot. The UVs are gonna kill the virus.
That's right. Mix with the UVs and you take a shot of fucking Mr. Clean. You should be all right. Right? Just gargle
Yeah,
Mr. Clean like Listerine. Imagine that shit.
yeah, I watched that shit. It
Yeah,
was
does
so funny.
anybody use Listerine anymore? Whatever happened to Listerine?
Listerine
They
is the
still
best
sell
thing.
that shit.
They still sell that
Yo,
shit?
Yeah, I
Yep.
still use it. Get your
Yeah?
drink on. You better take a swig.
yo,
You
No,
know,
I
the
Trump
got I
looked
old
got
over
some
at
other shit.
Trump
sniff the
looked
liquor
over
on your
at the
breath and they pull you over.
Trump looks over at the lady and says, "Now, can't we do something with this
Yeah.
this this
Can't we
white stuff?
can't we
Can we get
streamline
this
some fucking
executive?"
chlorine in our veins like some junkies and just
Hey, y'all ever wonder why Trump and them ain't never had no mask on and shit yet?
facts?
Hey! I got
Yeah,
this
we already know.
video.
We already know.
I
Come
got a
on, man.
video leak on Fox Video.
Oh
Just came to
shit.
me last night. It was an open mic, and they didn't know it. And they were like, "Hey, you can take that mask off." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah, the death rate is 0.03 or 0.01 to 0.03. That's nothing." And he said, and they were talking. Nobody was in there in the press conference room in the White House,
And
and
tapes are
he was
rolling.
like, we're and the mic was rolling, and they said, "Hey, it doesn't matter anyways. We're all vaccinated here." So I
Shut
was like,
up.
"Yeah, yo, I will play it when my show starts. I'm gonna play." Man, I'm gonna
Damn.
I
When
gotta
your
get
show
the.
gonna start, CJ? So you quit saying you gonna show us. We want to see this shit,
Well,
man.
he sent me the
Well,
name for the show. I sent it to Vic
He
Vega.
got to set it up. We'll take over.
Yeah, yeah.
yo, hold on now. Let me explain something because when I do shit, I don't have steps. So I'm getting my
I
computer
ain't. I
systems
didn't
all.
nobody say nothing about half stepping. I'm just asking you a question, player. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
all.
So what I'm doing is I'm getting all my computers, and all my system, not the whole thing, but I'm getting a little chunk of it ready so that I can do my productions the way that I do the productions. And you'll see me on the live camera. You'll see me, bringing in live guests on camera. You will see, everything. And we're just going to patch it right through over the ruckus. I'm getting some radio jingles made. I'm getting
Oh
some stuff.
shit,
We
jingles.
gonna make this shit. We gonna make this shit sound real. We're gonna make it sound like professional. We're gonna do this for real. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. We don't have steps. So it's gonna take me give me about another week or so and I'll have everything. I got guests I'm already lining up
There we
for
go.
and I'm building up the system and so it just takes a little bit. Rome wasn't built overnight, but
Oh yeah, I
Great
understand.
fucking
I'm
movie.
just wondering
Great fucking
why you
movie.
ain't already did it on your own though. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh, I already
if you
have. Go ahead, Rich. Tell them what I've done.
Yeah. What was the name of the page that you gave me? I seen a video
So
that he
you guys
did.
can go on and see me on Bitcoin Radio Network.
Yeah, Bitcoin Radio Network. There you go.
There you go. You can go check out my work on the Bitcoin Radio Network. All right, everybody go check it out. You can go look up old things that I used to broadcast back in the day with LBN, Liberty Broadcasting Network. I've been
That's
doing this
right.
for a long time.
LBN. That's
I
the
just got
other
to
one.
get the stuff. Yeah, I just got to get the stuff out of storage. I got to get it back in because I kind of like pulled. I took a break from it. I
Right,
got
right,
burnt out.
right, right.
You know, and now I got all this gear and all this equipment. I just got to get it all hooked back up
yeah, but what I'm
and
saying is why you didn't just do it on your own? What makes you want to bring it over here? That's my question.
just I ain't got time to do it all. I've already ran a whole network. You'll see. Go look at what I've done. You
I'm
just go
I'm not
look.
I'm not that ain't what I'm asking you, man. I'm just saying like why Ruckus Radio? What made you want to bring your brand over here? I'm just curious, bro.
Well, I
Cause you
love the
just came,
mob.
you kind of just came out of nowhere, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love
Like,
I love
and
the
we
mob stories. That
okay.
that's
Salute, salute. Thank you for that.
I got a passion for
Great
the street.
fucking movie.
You know. Yeah.
GPS is too funny. Great fucking movie. Oh man. Clark on the checker. What's going on, Clark? Good to see you, buddy.
Clark Colombo.
Is
Clark.
that Clark on the line too, or
No,
he
no.
in the
Clark is
chat?
not on the line. I think he's just in the room.
Oh yeah, salute Clark.
Clark on the check-in says Mac J with the tough questions this morning.
Yeah, man. I just
My
you
real
know how
real
I
talk.
am, Rich man. And CJ, you can't take this shit personal, man. We
No,
used
no.
to have a
Listen,
lot of
listen, listen. I want everybody to understand something right
We've had
now.
more weirdos in this channel in a long while.
If anybody
I
that
call you weirdo.
calls in, right? You call in, you gotta just be prepared to be able to stand on your square and be ready for anything. This is live radio.
yeah,
It's
man.
not
Let me
scripted,
say this.
right?
Mac
Let me
And
J
say
and
this.
is
and
the
and
Minister of
and
Defense.
just to speak for CJ, just he calls in almost every day. Has no problem talking live on the air, so I'm pretty sure he has no problem answering any question. So
Let me say this too, just in concordance with what you're saying, Rich.
right.
I do need to apologize yesterday for stepping out of line saying, "Oh, y'all ain't got no numbers and this and that." That was
Listen,
wrong.
no, listen.
See,
Hold
look,
up.
That
We don't
doesn't
care
bother
about
me.
numbers.
Yeah,
We never
we've
care
been
about
we've
the
been
numbers.
through all that shit with
We're not
numbers and stuff like
shabby.
that. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
If
We
yeah.
don't
you
care
and
about
I'm about to say if you've been listening to the show for a while, you should already know we don't
Yeah,
give a
Yeah,
fuck about shit like that.
it's
let
more
me
for
let me
bias,
say the man
for
I
us
am.
bias. But I took no offense to that. But I appreciate you apologizing for
Yeah.
saying that.
My
I appreciate
apologies.
that. Yeah, that's
A
cool.
man can stand up and say he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
wrong. Yeah,
yeah.
I was wrong. I
it.
was
Yeah,
a little bit
great
slap
fucking
happy.
movie.
Yeah.
GPS is so stupid.
The realism. It's the realism. You
If
gotta love
for
Ruckus
all your,
Radio. The realism.
I didn't even know what he was talking about. But he was talking about Eddie Murphy in I think that would be Eddie Murphy Raw. When he's doing the scene with Rocky, right? Would that be Raw? Is that Raw,
You're not wrong.
JPS?
That's wrong. RAW.
RAW, right? Yeah, yeah. So he's doing when he was talking
Yo,
about
but just to
Rocky.
be on the real,
Yeah,
I ain't no crazy. I ain't no, what I'm saying, just a regular ass dude from the streets, just like the rest of y'all.
yeah.
It's just
Cool, 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 cool.
I
Yeah,
got,
man. Yeah, man.
I got a little money,
Like you
and
said,
I put my money to use, and I
you,
bought a bunch
CJ,
of
you
gear.
just gotta realize we've done with a rack of weirdos.
Yeah,
And we got one big nose one in the
we
room
have, and
right
you know,
now.
it's not
Yeah,
that, and then
got a lot of ops.
it's not that everybody's not different and everybody's not weird in their own little ways. That's cool, but we're talking about like eccentric weirdos. Like we had to deal with a lot
Yeah,
of shit
I
like
don't
that.
just trust motherfuckers so
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Facts.
usually people have to pay their dues. You have to see where they coming from. Like, cause my thing is like if you was doing all this and all that, why the fuck you coming over here to do it? Like, and not just doing it on your own. But that's
Yeah, I
why
don't
I
have
asked the
time to
question.
do
So
that anymore
you see what
because
I'm saying?
I run a construction business, and
Right.
the fucking airplanes, man, are loud as hell here. I'm
Yeah,
buying
I
airplanes.
know how this shit go. I've been doing this shit for a long time too, my dude. This ain't my
Yeah,
first rodeo either. So I know how hard it is to do shit on your own. I'm just curious, bro. That's all.
yeah. No, I think and if I find a platform that I groove with, and I'm like, I can get down with you said you talking about some mafia stuff, you know. I always had a hard for it. Got some family that's been in this shit on the real, and so now I just say, hey, this is a cool platform. You're talking about a lot of
I can
different
dig
things.
it.
Let's bring in something else. Let's bring in some real talk. Let's bring in some facts. Let's bring in some stuff. Let's put it together. And then once we get going, and all this is over with, I'm gonna come up, break bread with you, Rich. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna make a badass network.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
got
for.
you
I'm
got my
looking
word.
forward. I'm
I
looking
don't
forward
talk
to meeting
shit.
you, buddy. I'm
I
looking
don't
forward to
talk
meeting you.
shit. And I'm not one of these guys that says, I'm gonna do something and don't do it.
Right, right, right,
You don't know me like that. So
right.
like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You know.
Well,
So
here's something I've learned, and it's kind of contradictive when it comes to podcasting, but you'll understand when I say it. Talkers are not doers.
right.
That's all.
Exactly.
That's
Facts.
That's why
all.
I say I live in
Facts.
the
That's all.
show me state, man.
That's all.
You can show me better than you can
Yeah,
tell me.
that's it. And then that's not just going
Talk
to
is
CJ.
cheap.
That's for
Bullshit
everybody.
runs a marathon.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Talk is cheap and bullshit runs a
Talkers.
marathon.
Yo,
Salute to the little Bangladeshi helper at my uncle's electric company. He taught me that one day. He goes, "Let me tell you something. Talkers are not doers." And I said, "Wow, that's a
yeah.
brilliant statement." So,
Yo, go
I
check
think
out
through
the
your
big.
actions, you'll be able to answer a lot of people's questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
go check out the Bitcoin Radio Network. You'll see my latest work that was just like a year ago, maybe year and a half ago. That we were doing that, and if everybody want my opinion, go buy some Bitcoin right now because this shit's about to explode,
well,
and you're gonna make tons of money.
tons of money on
But
Bitcoin. That's your advice?
that's well, I'm buying it, so I'm
Okay,
not
so
gonna
you
tell
you
you to
would
do
advise
something
other
that
people
I'm
to
not
buy it,
doing.
yes?
I'm not gonna tell you to do something that I'm not doing.
All right.
So,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. 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 Cliff Bravo wants to know: will you be talking about flat Earth on your show?
I ain't got no problem covering flat Earth, but you go back to that flat Earth is has to do a lot with biblical matters. I mean,
Okay.
and that's where the foundation of that's coming from, where the people are like flat Earthers.
Question: why is it every time I'm walking down the street, some bum asks me for $1? Like I got $1 for him. Man, fuck that. Remember that song?
Blake goes,
That shit was crazy.
Bangladesh ain't those the folks that the Pakistanis were trying to wipe out back in the day? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pakistanis were trying to wipe out most of India back in the day when they were trying to separate, you know, before Pakistan was Pakistan and India was just, one big land. They needed to be separate. Gandhi fought very hard for not
Well,
that
like I
to
said,
happen, but it did.
let's hope when they do an underground bass show, it doesn't turn into a Bigfoot show because somebody didn't do the research. But
Say that
we'll leave
again.
that alone. So make sure this time when we do an underground bass show and it turns into a Bigfoot show all of a sudden because somebody didn't do the research, we don't
Oh,
have that problem. you
Right.
know, I
Uh,
don't know how
Y'all see
how
the
did
Santa
that lead
Claus
into
running
that.
through the woods.
Clark doesn't trust Bitcoin. I hear you.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's a way to make quick money. Everybody likes quick money. So if you got the halving coming up May 15th is the halving, or May 24th, one of the two is the halving of Bitcoin, and that means that the miners are going to get half the price that they were getting the previous 4 years. So therefore, the price has no. I mean, this Bitcoin been around since 2008, so
I
it
fucking
has
wish I
no
was
choice
into
but to go
computers,
up.
man. I would have been mining for Bitcoin back when people first started doing this shit.
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
going to make some money. You'll see. And XRP is the back end, and we have BlackRock. I'm going to cover this on the show. BlackRock has been appointed the debt seer for the United States. And in this stimulus bill that was just passed, guess what's written inside it? Go look it up. Cryptocurrency, XRP, Ripple will be the back running currency of the United States. This is a monetary switch, a reset for the world. And you're going to see that it's in the stimulus bill. I'm going to show it. I mean, you guys can look it up on your own right now, but they're already putting cryptocurrency in these bills. So they got to be doing something, you
Right.
know?
Yeah. Well,
It's in the current stimulus bill for the coronavirus outbreak. I mean, what the hell is cryptocurrency doing in the coronavirus bill? They ain't got nothing to do with coronavirus.
JPS,
But
why is the cryptocurrency in the coronavirus bill? JPS, come on.
As part of the NESARA.
yep,
We said,
Ooh, I read that
but I
shit. I
sent you
read that
yesterday.
shit. I read it. I
Hello.
just, but it's too perfect, JPS.
Nothing is
yep,
too
There's no
perfect.
way
It's a
that Donald Trump
it's
can
a
do this
system
by
reset.
himself,
Yeah,
man.
it's not him. They put it in there before 9/11. The day you're supposed to announce it, 9/11 happened.
yeah,
Mm.
At 10
yeah,
a.m., they were supposed to put it into play, action. And bam,
yeah,
9/11 happened. That was the deep states fighting it. This
yeah,
just
yeah,
slows down the New World Order. That's all it
yeah.
does. It
Blade,
slows
I
it
think you
down
got a point there.
because they're gonna
Frey
have a
Buzz, I see you,
counterattack
buddy. Good
anyway because
morning.
they're going to. You know
Yeah,
that.
JP, you're
Deep
right,
state
man.
will counterattack.
Yeah, and believe me, they will counterattack. You go mess with that money, with that Federal Reserve Bank, and they will kill you. You go back in time and look at Kennedy got killed because he was going to sign out green silverback certificates.
That's right.
Facts.
Lincoln got killed because
Facts.
he was gonna do
Came
that.
up with the
Uh,
blue $5 bill to fund the Civil War.
that's right. So, I mean, you can go back and anybody that's messed with that bank, except for Andrew Jackson.
Andrew
Andrew Jackson
Jackson,
got
yeah,
shot
the
twice.
only one.
He got shot twice, but they didn't kill him.
They try to kill.
Or and
Listen, they
he
try to kill
actually shut his
Andrew
mouth.
Jackson was a piece of shit. He murdered a lot of fucking American Indians, but the one thing he did do was defeat the banks. And the only one they
Yeah.
couldn't kill, they tried to kill Andrew Jackson 20 fucking
Yep.
times.
And they
20
couldn't kill
times.
him.
They
Shit,
couldn't
they
kill him.
tried to kill Trump
And he
23
actually did
times.
shut down the Central Bank of
He
America. He
did.
did
He
shut it.
what he said before, like when he retired, it was a famous saying. He goes, "I'm the only one that defeated the banks. Fuck you," and shut his door and died in peace. They tried to
Yeah.
assassinate him on train stations. They tried to assassinate him when he was giving speeches. They never tell you that in the history books that Andrew Jackson
Of course
defeated
not.
the central banks.
Yeah.
They never will.
And
Nope, they
CJ's
don't
right
want you to
about
know.
that. They killed JFK and they killed Abraham Lincoln because he told the fucking banks, "Fuck you, I'll make my own money." The central
So
banks ain't having
now
that.
you look at it and you say, oh, well, now they're gonna take down this whole petrodollar, and we see the petrodollar falling. I mean, hard as a hell, motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
crashing so
It's
hard
still
it
it's
got
still
negative.
dropping this morning. I was listening as well.
That's the American money making backbone of this country because we
Crushing the
force
bushes.
everybody in
Oh,
the
it's
world.
crushing the bushes.
Yep.
Most of the majority of Bush's money is in oil.
Yep. Oh hell
Crushing
yeah!
them.
Well, they're in Texas too, and that's an
So
oil
what is
state.
this?
Exactly.
So JPS, what is this doing to the Bush's money right now, man? They're hurting, no?
Fucking it up.
Yeah,
Well,
All
you
this
know
is
good.
gonna
the reason
fuck up.
why? Because they're trying to take the cabal down right now, and
Exactly. This is fucking up.
That's one
That's
way they're
the
trying to take them down is by
facts.
getting rid of their oil. Yeah, they selling off all the oil and making it toxic, and which is then cutting off the head of the snake of the cabal.
Jay, I don't know, man. 50% of me kind of agrees with you, Jay. That Sam Giancana, Trafficante, and Marcello fucking planned it and got JFK killed, bro.
Nah, that was from he was going after the deep state. He had a
But
big
see,
No,
press
but he
conference
did.
about it.
JFK
But
was
the
the
Bob's included in that.
one that gave
You
that
gotta look
speech
at it,
on the
Ruckus. The Bob's
military-industrial
included in
complex,
that.
right?
The Bob's included in that. Six
yeah, the
traffickers.
mob is
They
included.
included in that deep state.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They go to Italy. It goes to Rome. I told you, all roads
Hey,
lead to Rome.
me-
This is
hey,
all
Well,
this
remember
shit
that's
the
goes
true.
to.
That's true. That
hey,
sense.
you remember the dude that just killed Frankie, the Gambino boss? What was
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah.
It was where you came out. This is how you came out.
That's right. The
Uh,
Frankie Cali story.
yeah, the Frankie Cali story. Okay, now remember when Homeboy went to court? What did he have on his hand that he stuck up?
The QAnon.
The QAnon. You're damn right.
That's
Where we
right.
go one, we go all. And why did he do that? Because he said that the Gambinos were involved in the sex slave trade, and he was bringing them down. Now there could be some truth to that, but that just goes to show you how the mob is intertwined with the government. You
Well,
can't
the
have one
mob has
without the
always
other.
been intertwined with
Remember
the
Godfather
government, though.
3? What did Al Pacino say? He'd come
Yep.
after me. The real mafia is the Catholic Church.
Yeah. Yeah,
Facts.
it is. Oh yeah. The cat, because that's where all the money goes. You got to remember back when Luciano
Why
was
do you
around.
think everybody kisses the Pope's hand? They do that for a
Yeah.
reason.
And why do
JPS,
you
Even when
you
it
want
comes
a
to the
new
United States, he does. The Obama bent down and kissed his hand.
you want a
It's-
new phone, JPS?
Yeah.
Or you want
Nah, I'm a new headset.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that
sound.
motherfucker sound clear as a
Yeah, you
motherfucker,
sound
bro.
crystal fucking clear.
Yep.
You goddamn
A
right,
great
Mac. You
fucking
noticed
movie.
that
Great
shit.
fucking movie.
Yep. Make
Give
sure
me some juju, some bonbons.
No breathing, no breathing or nothing. You can't even hear him breathe. Like,
Yeah,
like
man.
he ain't
That's
even
why I say
breathing.
JPS
Oh,
sound like that's why I thought he had a new
I'm
phone. I'm about
smoking
to say
too. I'm smoking
he
too.
sound good as a
Oh
motherfucker, man.
wow! All right. What kind of headphones you got?
Oh, it's the ones that came with the. I switched. I had some one with deep bass, but I put in the ones that come with the note. The Samsung joints are
Oh yeah,
expensive.
them
Yo,
AKGs or
Yeah,
whatever.
that
the AKG
shit cleared
joints.
up your whole nasal
There you
passage
go.
and everything, my dude. Everything. You sound
Yeah, I'm
crystal
about to say you sound like
clear.
a
Go suck your
you sound like a
mother.
different dude and shit. No, but you sound crystal clear, bro.
Yeah,
You sound
crystal.
Yeah,
good,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
even my
Hey,
brother says, "Oh, switch the headphones." I switched the headphones.
Hey,
When I
salute to
talk, he
Mac
said,
for
"You sound
picking that
clear."
up. I picked it up, but I didn't register it. You understand what I'm saying?
yo, check it
Yep.
out. Remember when Luciano was back in the day? He formed the alliance with the Catholic Church, and they funded all the money through the Catholic Church. So in Rome. So
Uh-huh.
this is a fact that they did this, and so that ties Rome in with the mob, which all roads lead
Don't
to
you know
Rome.
Rome is the Vatican? The Vatican, the biggest real estate corporation in the world.
See,
This
the
is a real
Vatican
estate.
has
Yo,
its own bank, my dude.
They
Federal
have their own
Reserve Bank.
city. It has its own
It's a
A
government.
private
Yeah, it has its
fucking
own government.
city.
Just like Washington D.C. Did you know Washington D.C. in the United States is separate
Yes,
from the United States because of
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but
That's why it's called the
they
District
always
of
wanted to be
Columbia.
like Rome, right? They built
It's a
Washington D.C.
district. That's
just
how
like
they set it
Rome and
up.
shit.
it's a district. Yeah, so
It's a,
it's like a a distribution
Frey
point
Buzz, that's
for
yeah.
crazy.
money.
100
Well, we'll put it
years.
like this. Ruckus is a math guy. It's the
Yeah,
exact how they built D.C.,
yeah,
how they built to Buckingham Palace
yeah,
to Rome. It's
yeah,
all equal distance. They did
yeah.
it on
I know.
purpose.
I believe it. If you look at it from an aerial view, all roads lead to the fucking
And
one
D.C.'s
place. Yeah,
built
yeah,
on a
yeah.
pentagram, a
Yep,
hexagram,
yep. I
Yeah,
seen
and
it
all
from
the
the
and a
air. I
double
capitals,
seen it. I
star.
seen it. I seen
Yeah.
it. I seen it.
all the capitals are the shape of an owl. Every capital in the United States, it's the aerial view. You can Google it. Every one of them are an owl. That owl is in the
Cleveland, Ohio is the same way. They connected too.
representation of Moloch. The worship the
Yes,
worship
the
of the
universe.
owl.
Yes, the Universe 25 show. Remember the
Yeah,
Bohemian?
the Bohemian
That
Grove.
time, the Bohemian did a show on it. Yeah,
Yep, the
Bohemian
Bohemian
Grove. I
Grove.
told you, well, all the elite meet.
The Bohemian
All
Yep.
they do,
Grove,
all
that's the forest
they
in
bring.
Cali, right? Where they do those fucking
Yeah,
ritual dances
Yeah,
and
they
they
all
bring
that
out
start with the
all.
red.
They
fucking
fucking each other in the ass and all
fancy
that shit.
naked dance, all
How
that.
Yeah,
you
How
doing?
you
yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
How you
there
doing,
you
Mr.
go. I told
Owl?
you all this shit connected. All this shit connected. All the dots
Yep.
connect. Is the rabbit hole so fucking deep, 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 deep,
Yeah.
and
All
deeper.
that
But
fucking
It's all fucked
ballerina
up.
bullshit
We've
these
been lied
fucking
to from day
weirdos are in.
one. And Ruckus, whenever you finish watching the fucking 3 hour video, you'll see
3 hour
that
video, Jesus.
video. I know, but that's fucked up. She made that documentary 3 weeks ago.
No, no,
I'm gonna
no, no,
get
no.
Six
on
of
with
them.
Anybody
Martin
that
Luther.
puts 3 hours into the work, you gotta respect them for that
You
shit,
know what?
man.
It came out. Yeah, no, but here's what I'm saying. 6 of our Universe 25 shows are
Yeah.
in that fucking video, which is
6 of
crazy.
our shows.
6 of them. Because they all connect. I was connecting dots. I did it by memory. But, we had problems with,
Universe
when we had problems,
25.
Even the cryptid sector, I was doing it because, like I said, they're mixing DNA. They want DNA. They're doing
We
all this
used to
kind of
have this
experiments
conspiracy
ever since
show
the
when we
Nazis.
first started out
Yeah.
called Universe 25.
And what did this start out
Universe.
with? The
U-
space program, lying about the moon thing. That's
Universe
what we and
25.
first show we did
Did you
was
hear
being
about
leaked.
did you hear about the fucking government putting out them UFO videos? The naval
We
bases
know
and all
that's
this shit?
Project Bluebeam.
That's Project
That's
Bluebeam?
Project Bluebeam right
Yeah.
there. It started out with there was going to be an asteroid that hits the Earth, and it's still going on to this day because on April 29th, there's supposed to be a big asteroid going to
Mark,
come
good
by and
morning.
hit the Earth. Yeah, so, all
Yep.
right. So check it out. They
Yeah.
started the scare tactic with that, and they built up a lot of fear. Okay, and now they're doing the next step of the plan was the alien invasion. It would be a fake
Yeah,
alien
fake
invasion.
alien invasion. Yep.
Invasion.
Yeah.
Yep, that's facts, man. And now you see all these people, man. I was telling my
Invasion.
mom the other day, and she's like, "Man, my look at." She says, "Dan, this kid we grew up with, and she says, look at. I'm not gonna say his last name, but Dan, and look what Dan has said. Dan just said he just seen a whole bunch of UFOs flying in formation over Minnesota. Da 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 da." And I was like, "No, Mom, we just talked about that not even an hour ago." And she goes, "This is really getting freaky." She says all these people are seeing these alien spaceships and stuff, and then they're disappearing and stuff. And I'm like, Project
Well, that's
Bluebeam
most.
at its
Yeah,
finest.
exactly. Most of that shit is our
Mhm.
shit. The Nazis
Yeah,
had that shit back when Hitler was around, fucking
that's right.
spacecraft.
Fucking
Yeah.
Nazis.
And
I'm just waiting
who's
for
our
Atlantis
scientists?
to come
Who's
out.
our chemists and all that shit we got from them?
Remember in
Yeah.
Inglorious
They
Bastards?
faked that up. That was a bunch of fake.
And I
They hid
want
the
my
documents
100
from
Nazi scalps.
Great fucking movie. But what else was? Oh yeah,
Really
for
quick, really
example.
quick. Just for you guys, just so you guys know, right? When I take down the show at night, right? It goes up on the other channel. I just put the link to the other channel. Team Ruckus Presents. Just remember that, right? So when the
Yeah.
show
So,
is
Rick,
not on
what do you
this
want the
channel,
jingles to say? Team Ruckus presents.
no,
We're gonna
no,
make a couple
listen to me.
jingles.
This is, you can ask Smack J. I give you full freedom to run your own show. I'm only producing it for you. That's it.
Exactly.
I enjoy
You
it.
want to do.
You do what you want to do. You bring your guests. If you need the call-in number, I patch in the phone. I patch in your callers. I listen on the earphones. If you need me
So
to
you
play
got
a band,
Wirecast. So
yeah, there
with
you go.
Wirecast, you can set up Skypes.
Yeah, we could set up the
In your
rendezvous. Yeah, it's called rendezvous. I could just use rendezvous, and I could send you in a video invite and send your guest a video
Yeah, yeah,
invite and bring
yeah.
you
There
in
you go. There you
through
go. There you
the
go.
rendezvous. But we'd have to test it first,
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That's
that's
what I'm
it.
saying.
That's
We
all.
want to test all of it and make sure that my equipment's running good
Right.
with your equipment
So
and stuff.
yeah,
And,
right.
I
So
love.
and
if
then
you see the
we'll
bottom
do
of the
that for you.
banner right there, it says Team Ruckus Presents. That's where all the shows get posted up. So we're again creating a new channel with a whole new plethora of videos. And and I just I want to use YouTube as the fucking storage space. Why do I need to? I don't want. So this way
Yeah.
everything is up. So that's where all the shows go, right? So let me just put it
Don't
up
you
again.
know that America, the deep state faked a fucking bombings of their own ships to start the Vietnam War? That was a hoax. They did it on purpose.
The
So
Vietnam War was all about opium, anyways.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But how they started it is all the Vietnamese bombers. It was fake. It was like this is just like the fake church bombings and all that shit. They doing this shit. They do it on purpose. All these people die because of their agenda, because they want money. They've been financing both sides of wars and every fucking war has ever been.
I'm going to be covering a lot on transhumanism because that's the movement we're going right into right now.
Yeah.
Transhumanism, So I'm going to be covering a lot about that. I'm going to cover
Just like
I'm gonna cover all
iRobot, shit
aspects.
like that.
So there isn't going to be anything that I'm going to leave uncovered. You know, so I'm gonna hit 1 week. We're gonna talk about this. Next week we're gonna talk about this. If the show blows up, we'll talk about doing it more than just one day a week or
Mills,
whatever.
that's a
But
great idea.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna cover all sorts of different things, and I'm gonna do a build up. I'm gonna basically I'm gonna bring like some good guests like Alan Watt, if you know who Alan Watt is, JP. Um, and
Yep.
Alan Watt, he deprograms you from what happened while you have been watching TV and all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
he's great
MK
for
Ultra shit.
deprogramming. Yeah, and that's the one dude that woke me up. Like Alan Watt was like, and he talks like the dude on Bueller.
Hey,
Bueller,
what
you know
what
what I
was
mean?
that shit that DJ Blockhead would always fucking talk about JPS with the
I
fucking
don't know.
with the
How?
rats, the beautiful
Oh yeah,
ones. The
the
rats and the
society
fucking
experiment.
project
They
with
did
the
the
fucking
experiment.
sink,
Yeah.
the sink experiment or
Social
whatever.
experiment of rats. Yeah. How they became cannibals and they
Yeah, how
became gay
certain
and shit and all
rats
that shit.
who got good
Yeah.
shit
Certain rats
became
became
good
gay.
rats. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking crazy shit. The
I'm
beautiful
surprised you to have a big old
DJ
feet theory.
fucking Blockhead.
It's just a perfect time to be talking about this stuff because it's actually happening right before
Right.
everybody's eyes, and then people ain't got a clue what's going on there because the news ain't doing nothing but COVID-19,
Right, right,
COVID-19.
right,
They're not
right.
telling you that 25% of the meat in America, 25 in the last 3 days, 25% of your meat
Yeah.
has been destroyed.
Well, salute to the
Killed.
vegans. They don't give a shit. The vegans are chilling.
Yeah,
Vic
Vegans are
Vegan
chilling.
or Vic Vegan?
Vegan Vega.
Is it what is it? Vic Vegan or Vic Vegan? I never know how to say the word right. Is it
Vegan, whatever.
what is it?
Yeah,
Vegan?
it is what it is.
Vegans.
Vegans.
Yeah, vegans.
Oh,
The
the
vegetable
vegans will survive.
Everybody gonna survive. It's just gonna be how you gonna prepare for what's coming. Are you gonna be a sheep that doesn't do nothing for yourself? You can't see nothing. You can't do no. All you do is you hear people's voice
Hey,
and you do
Keenan,
what
go
you
to
think.
Travis' channel and
Vegan.
suck his nose.
Vegan.
You know. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna prepare. You're gonna get freeze dried food. You're gonna take care of your family. You're gonna take care of
All
things.
right. Let's take. Okay, breathe easy. Breathe easy for a second. Let me ask you a real serious question. All right. What are you smoking on right now?
I ain't even
Vegan.
smoke yet.
OG
CJ
alien
will
Kush.
CJ's like Clark. You got to remind him to breathe once in a while.
Yeah, that boy go, man. He like the Energizer Bunny. Once he
Yeah,
get going,
after 2 minutes, if you don't stop talking, then your voice becomes mono. You know that, and then it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
becomes a sound. Where
That's
is
why I'm gonna try
Clark?
to
Why are
bring
you
in.
hiding, Clark, buddy? All right,
Clark's
so
Clark
Michael
intimidated.
G, salute to you.
Hey,
Sour
Clark.
Diesel. Frey Buzz says Canadian Classic Kush. I didn't know there was a Canadian Classic Kush. That's
I gotta
interesting.
smoke, man. That's it. I gotta get caught up with the rest of y'all. Hold on a second. Let me get in here and get my.
Yeah.
I got me a little Dutch Hawaiian again.
Dutch Hawaiian. That's very nice, very interesting. I think I'm smoking a little bit of
Yeah. They've been
24
false
carat.
flagging shit for fucking decades.
I don't know. Easy JPS. What are you smoking on, Mr. False Flag?
Alien OG Kush.
OG Kush. Okay. I like that. Who's
I
smoking
got
on?
some, I like that old
Who's smoking
They
on?
got some. They got
Who's,
some new stuff.
who's smoking on
That's a thing
Reggie's?
called
Keep it real.
5G.
yeah, I'm about
I
to
got
say
some.
10 minutes of cookies, Rich. You tell me what I should which
Oh,
joint should I
wow.
pick?
Wow. Matt J said Thin Mints of cookies.
You
Yo,
know?
Jesus. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Thin Mints first. I got to because I never had Thin Mints before. Yo, I'm going to tell you something. When people tell me they smoke a shit that I never heard or smoked, a part of me is jealous, like right away, like, fuck, I can't have none
You
of that
shouldn't be
shit.
though, Rich, because you be getting good shit over that way too,
Yeah,
though.
but
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, you can get that
if
live
you see
resin.
the way I think, I'm like, no, I want to try that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's wedding
Green,
cake.
yeah.
I like
Hit the,
that. Frey Buzz.
When
Wedding
I go
cake
see
is
my
always a
pops in
classic.
DC to hit the dispensaries.
Blue
No,
Label.
I want
Salute to you,
Practice.
live
sir.
resin.
Hey, John
Yo,
Paul,
Rich.
what them prices be like at them dispensaries out there where you at?
Green crack is
In
a good
DC,
one for
DC
me.
or
Well,
whatever.
Just don't
I
like
haven't
the
been to
taste.
DC to get one yet, but
Vanilla
I'm going.
Kush
Oh,
is
you
nice.
haven't?
Now my boy's been showing me pictures like he stocked up like fucking crazy and shit. He said, "Man, remember back in the day, you used to get locked up for having shit like this in the house."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because shit used to reek.
Hey, in Florida, the dispensary is an eighth. You can get an eighth of some really good chronic for like $53 is the top of the line for an eighth.
Nah, I'm not
Now,
paying
they got,
$53 for an
hold
eighth.
on, hold on. Now they've got this other thing they came out with. They call minis. So instead of the big buds, they got the little popcorn buds. So for if you get the popcorn buds of the same plant, you can get it for $24. So an eighth. So that's the way
Popcorn
it is in
bud.
Florida.
So what do
So I
you
got
know?
two of them.
What
I
you mean?
ordered
You
two.
mean
We
they're
used to
selling
get a
you? So
QP
meaning
just to
they're
smoke.
selling you shake for
No,
$24.
not shake. No, they're just little popcorn buds. They're not shake. It's
Yeah.
popcorn buds. But you can buy shake too if you want. And that's like, I think $18, $19 or something like that. But it's like 18% THC. And I like to rock like some white buffalo or something,
Right.
that's hitting like 26%
Stems.
THC on the
White
bud.
Buffalo. I like to smoke some of
No
that. That sounds
stems, no
cool. That was that
seeds, no
bomb
whatever
movie.
you
Right.
need.
Great fucking movie.
Acapulco Gold.
That's like that shit I
Whatever
smoke called
Acapulco
Hog,
Gold
man. That
was
shit was strong
classic.
as fuck.
Yeah, I
You
never
only
had
smoked the joint.
Acapulco Gold. I wish I
I
did though.
That's one of the best weeds I ever smoked.
Acapulco
One
Gold. You smoked
half
real
of a baby
Acapulco
joint
Gold? Yeah, I
had
believe
me
it
high
though.
for about 8 hours.
Yeah, I
No
smoked
bullshit.
real Hawaiian
That was back.
Thai.
That was
the
right before
best thing.
9/11.
Yeah, I almost
Right
lost
before
my mind. I
9/11. That was
almost
the
lost
last
my
time I
mind.
had it.
Thai stick. Thai stick was the best shit I've ever
Yeah, I
smoked,
had real
man.
Hawaiian Thai. My boy Dennis. It's like 100
I smoked
degrees.
Colombian Red,
Punto Rojo. They call Colombia Red. They call Punto
lamb's
Rojo in New
breath
York.
from
Punto
Jamaica.
Rojo.
Oh, the lamb's breath was fire. That's the
I ain't
old
never had none of that.
elder roster weed. Lamb's breath.
Yeah, I smoked
I just
lamb's
picked
breath
up some
once.
5G too down here at the dispensary. They got this new shit called 5G, man.
Yeah.
That shit is nice. It's nice. It's a different
I
high,
got
but
a
it's a
I got a
Yep,
theory
I've
on this
had
5G
Pineapple
shit.
Express. I've had Pineapple Express. I had
Pine,
Pineapple
Apple,
Express times
Express.
G13.
Remember that back then?
Yeah, I like the blue dream
Pine,
shit too.
Apple, Express, TransDF Express. Dun, 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 down, down, down. Dungeon Family was the shit.
Babe Buds. So $53
Yo,
for an
what's up,
eighth of
Hollywood
buds.
Clark? When you gonna call in, Clark? We need some video. We need some movie updates, man. We on quarantine. You
We need
ain't
a
giving us
great
no
fucking
movie.
movie review,
Yeah,
man.
Pineapple Express is a classic. I grew Pineapple Express by G13. Beautiful bud. I mean, giant fucking colas. Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Pineapple
some good
Express
weed
times
too.
G13. It was from the G13 labs. And yo, it was just
Yeah, this
it
little
was
youngin
it
that
was
claimed
it
he had some
was it
pineapple up
was
here.
it was like
I had a feeling he sprayed
spider
some
mite resistant, but I would is the neem oil, a little bit of hot water neem oil and a little bit of soap, and
What
you
the hell is neem oil?
neem oil is oil from India from the neem seeds, and
All right.
neem
What
oil
does that do for you?
is the only thing for the true Dr. Green Thumbs that you
Dr.
know.
Green Thumb Ruckus.
Yeah,
That's him.
for the true growers, you know that once you get a spider mite infestation, because they love to suck the chlorophyll out of the plants, these spider mites will not only eat up all the green out of your plant, which then kills the plant because it cannot photosynthesize the light to create sugar, etc., but the spider mites would actually build a web around your plant. I would go into the
Damn.
room and take fucking webs off my plant. And I'm like, the fucking harvest is dying. And I went to the fucking hydro shop, and God bless this fucking stony, groovy fucking white dude right out of Scooby Doo. And he goes, my friend, you need neem oil. And I said, what? He goes, neem oil. And you make
I
a little
heard
spray.
black people hair works too.
I don't know about that, but I know you take a little bit of neem oil,
I
you
heard
take warm water and a little bit of fucking dish soap, you mix it up and you spray it under the leaves, because neem oil is the only oil that would kill the eggs of the spider mites. You could see them tiny little red mites building a web around your colas. I'm like, yo, we're gonna lose the fucking harvest. And neem oil. So, and that works for any plant, for anything you're growing. If you have insects or shit that's infesting your
So where
plants,
do I get some of this?
neem oil, you'll find it
I
on your
call back. I gotta pick up some money real
any
quick.
hydro. That's an inner thought, JPS. Inner thought. Keep that to yourself,
Inner
buddy.
thought.
Jeez, we have to work on inner thoughts and outer thoughts, gentlemen. Please.
Melquan rubbing off
Yeah,
on people and
Melquan is
shit.
rubbing off on him. We don't need to know that you need to hang up, player. Just hang up. So neem oil will destroy all eggs and spider mites and stuff like that. Of course, the most important thing about any grow room is you must keep it clean. But
Right.
if
I want to
you,
eventually grow some weed,
yeah,
man, just to say,
Mac,
just
let
to
me
see
tell
if
you
I can
something.
do
When
it.
you're ready, Mac, when you're ready, I will I will type up a fucking Operation Rainforest manual and fucking send it to you, dude. And you will be a
Better get
grower
that
in
shit
3 weeks.
down.
From seed to harvest, my G. I've been taught
Yeah.
by the OGs, and I can save you all the hassles. I can save you the failures. I'm gonna tell you
Right.
exactly what you
I
need.
need to link you with one of my cousins too, because he grow too, but like not this is his first time. He
Yeah,
doing a
NEEM,
hydroponic grow
Furby,
now.
NEEM, neem oil. Look it up. By Dr. Einstein Company. It's Dr. Einstein, neem oil. And let me tell you something, man. It's just like 2 to 3 drops. You buy a container this big, it's 2 to 3 drops of neem oil to filling it up with warm water and a couple of drops of dish detergent. You mix it up and you spray your plants down. I mean, you take your time because if you're a grower like me, your plants are your children. So each leaf, you wipe it down. Boom. And
Yeah,
it
I'm
will
looking at it right
save
now.
you.
You can go to Lowe's right now and buy some neem oil extract for 9.98. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. Neem oil extract
Next
comes from
month.
India. And salute to my country because we just come up with the illest shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
Pure
gotta get it
organic
up, man. I
neem
like that
oil.
yeah,
ghee butter.
yo, let me tell you something. It will save your harvest every fucking time. Every time. You must keep a clean environment, but there's always a chance because, see, when I did it in my room was next to the backyard, so all the critters were getting in. Everything was getting in. And finally, neem oil, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We had 16 20-gallon buckets lined up, 4 per light, each 1,000 watt with high pressure sodium on a track going back and forth with a squirrel nut fan taking out the heat. So I'm telling you,
Mm.
when they allow New York to grow their own weed, we are gonna have a whole brand new fucking show because I'm gonna go step to step, and then the topic. Yo, I fucking miss. If it wasn't for some fucking snitch, I would have been fucking still grown, but we would not been able to talk about
Oh
it.
yeah, here go
You
a
know,
quick fact for
you
our
know.
folks in Canada. Neem oil is banned in Canada. In 2012, there was a ban placed on import and export of
Blade, thank
neem
you
oil
very
and
much for
related
your
products.
donation. I appreciate that, man. Salute to you, sir. Thank you.
Oh yeah, salute, Blade. Yeah, I'm sitting here reading about neem oil now. Yeah, this shit repels all kind of insects.
All kinds of insects. I don't care what you're growing. You're growing indoor mangoes. You're growing indoor watermelons. You're growing indoor anything you grow. Neem oil will protect your plant. It's fucking
Well,
beautiful. It's
I'm gonna
it's
get some of that
beautiful.
because I'm growing a garden right now,
Yeah,
man. I
man.
got
Neem oil, baby.
tomatoes and all sorts of stuff out there. So maybe
Yeah,
that stuff will
yeah.
help keep them little bugs out.
I
And
can't wait
something
till they
didn't even
change the
leave.
law, man. I flew to Amsterdam in '97 to the Cannabis Cup. High Times Judge drove around just to buy the first place, second place, and third place Hydro Cup winners, which were at that time Super Silver Haze, El Nino, and White Rhino. Came back, and me and my crew
Oh
just
yeah,
blew up
I was
in
about to say I
Queens with
smoked
grow
white
houses.
rhino before too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
beautiful,
got that super
beautiful
silver
bud.
haze.
Super Silver Haze had my neighborhood. Yo, yo, I to this day I still I get people that grew up in that summer that we started, and they'll still say greatest summer of our life, Rich. The Super Silver Haze. It was incredible.
I
Hold
bet
on
it.
one second. Boom, boom, bow, bow, bow. Sister J, what you say, Sister J?
Hey,
Good
good
morning.
What's
morning.
buzzing, cousin? What's poppin'?
Hey, what's up, cousin?
Oh,
Good
she
morning.
Morning,
sound like you
man.
just woke up
Raining?
too.
I I did just about like
Nice.
30 minutes ago.
Not bad, not bad. Metro customer, I see you. If I got to go to Metro PCS today, I got to upgrade my phone.
Mm.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
your iPhone?
No,
You
I
gotta
gotta
upgrade.
upgrade the calling number.
You know, I can't stand these fucking Android phones. I swear to God,
Stop
it's so
hating,
fucked
cousin.
up. Man, the screen is so fucking fragile.
I don't know, Michael G.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, yeah. You right about that. I done cracked the
If
game
you
screen.
drop, hell, yeah, if you drop that motherfucker and you hit it just right in the corner, that's it.
You don't got a case for your phone?
I do. I got a lot of fucking cases, but you know, I have the protective screen on it. But when it starts getting janky and fucked up, it irritates me. So then I take it off.
Right.
Yeah, and that's when you drop that motherfucker
Yep,
too.
that's when I
Yeah.
fucking.
Yep.
That's when
I
I
did the
drop them.
same shit, man.
My screen protector's cracked. I think they gave me a lifetime free
Yeah,
screen
you got
protector.
Apple and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to go get a new one every time you
Yeah.
need one.
Yep, that's right. That's the deal I got.
Man, I cannot stand it when it gets all like
Put your
starts
apples up.
on the side curling up and shit. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah,
Fucking Android.
the screen protector
And
looking like curly fries.
yeah, no, fuck it. They
Uh,
cut just a tiny bit in the corner, but you know that shit just starts etching its way down.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, this whole thing gonna be fucked up. Now my phone fucked up. I don't like it no more.
screen curling up like genie shoes.
Right. Can't stand that shit.
That's some funny shit, man. I swear to God.
Hey, them Air Force Ones Big Vega be wearing, man, they be looking like genie shoes,
Yeah, I
man. They be
can't
all
wait till they. I
they be
can't
all
wait.
curled up in the
I
front
can't
and
wait
shit.
till they get hot. I can't wait till they get hot. So Vic Vega can make us some ices and shit.
Yeah, man, he be out there working on them cars and them curled up Air Force Ones and
Mike
cutting some
says we
grass
need a
and shit.
president that gets high like the Canadian Prime
His
Minister.
shit be
Oh,
looking like elf shoes.
believe me, Donald Trump gets high. We just don't know what it's on, though. Fucking idiot. Android is always misspelling
I
words. You got to
believe
be more
that.
careful. You hear the ambulance?
Yep.
That's all
Somebody
day
going
in my
down.
neighborhood.
Corona.
All day.
Corona.
People still dropping like flies in my fucking neighborhood. It's
Yeah, that
crazy.
shit's so fucked up.
That's crazy because like I went to Walmart yesterday, man. And like I said, everybody ain't wearing masks and shit. Like I be looking at the ones
Nope.
without their masks. I'm like, they some straight savages, man. Look at these motherfuckers. And they all like when you get in Walmart's like everybody trying to it shit look crazy, man, 'cause like everybody trying to stay 6 feet apart, but if you gotta
And
go
they
in the
stay
same aisle
strong.
that somebody got, like motherfuckers is like
Listen,
waiting
I
like
drive through the epicenter, right, which is Corona, Queens, Elmhurst,
hmm
Woodside. Let me tell you something. No matter what you do, there's so many people in fucking Queens they can't stay away from each
Turn
other.
to the left, turn
It's
to the
fucking
right.
impossible. I said, and
Yeah,
as I
man.
drive through these neighborhoods, I say that's why they dropping like flies because there is nowhere to go. There is no
Right,
you
y'all
can
too fucking
there.
close.
Listen to me. Understand this. There's too many people to be placed 6 feet apart. You don't
Right.
understand how the Mexicans and Ecuadorians and Hondurans and Costa Ricans
Oh
and Mexicans,
man.
when they come to
Jeez.
Queens, they reproduce like rabbits. There's nowhere for them to go. Each family got like 5 fucking kids.
Well, hey.
And that's why they're never going to be able to open up the fucking neighborhoods because they just don't want to concede to the fact there's too many people in fucking Queens. You're going to have to make them disperse somehow. Or there's no because
Yeah. They letting y'all die. That's how they
pretty
disperse y'all
much,
shit.
pretty
They just spray
fucking
y'all
much.
city with some fucking Lysol. They need to just spray the whole damn place with Lysol. Like the president said, just spray y'all down with some Lysol. Spray everything down. All outside.
Trump just be saying what the fuck he want, boy. This shit be
Trump is
crazy.
Say any
Trump.
goddamn
I
thing.
can't wait
Like
till
a
I
fucking
can't wait
second
till 6
grader.
o'clock. It's a comedy show. I'm fucking dying in the car driving around listening to
Wait,
Trump.
oh my God, he's a fucking second grader. Just
He's like,
what
I'm gonna
happens
put
when you
somebody
mix
else
red
up
and
here that
blue?
knows a little
That's
more
right.
of this situation than
Population
me.
control.
Right, he said it wasn't me. It wasn't me. No, maybe it was him. Hey, you want to talk about
The
this?
Kung flu.
The Kung Flu.
Throwing people under the bus with the quickness.
It's Flugazy.
Yeah. It's flugazy.
That shit was
Yo,
They experimenting on them people in Atlanta. They gonna
So,
start
so
dropping
Oh,
like
that's the
fucking flies.
experiment. Everybody's watching. But I told
That's
you,
it.
Atlanta got a high
They doing
population
that
of
shit on purpose,
black homosexual HIV
and they trying to. Yep.
afflicted
Hi
Yep.
people. Hi
Yep.
there. Let's see. Let's see if it spreads amongst this certain group of
You know,
people.
you know, you know, you know they doing that shit on purpose
You
because they
goddamn
did they
right
open
they're
the golf
doing it.
courses?
It's
Did they
fugazi.
open the golf courses? Now if they open the golf courses, I'll change my position because you know
Yeah,
that's
all that
straight up
shit, all
white
that
folks.
shit gonna be open. Yeah, and my people down in Biloxi, Mississippi, they work at a golf course,
China
and he
comes out
said
with a new
they ain't
medicine,
closed at all. He
kung
said they never
Look,
flu.
closed.
Mississippi, they ain't stop eating and they ain't closing shit because they
Yep.
got shit to
Listen,
do but
all
walk
you
around
gotta
and
do
eat.
is shoot about 50 mm's of Clorox right into your fucking hands. And you're
Shit,
good.
if I lived in Mississippi, I would try to get the corona just so I can get the fuck out of
That's
Mississippi.
right, Metro customer.
Hell yeah.
China.
Fuck Mississippi,
China.
man. I love my
Man,
people
that
in
shit.
China.
Mississippi, but
I know it be
fuck.
No,
popping
that's
when I
not
go because
Yep.
racist. The flu
they be like
comes from
city talk
China.
here,
It's the
but
China flu.
I can't fuck with it because everybody work at the chicken factory and be smelling like fucking chickens and shit.
Yeah.
No, the best part was when what was it, about 10 days ago when Trump comes out to the front and goes, "Have you seen the ratings on these news conferences that I'm having? I'm number one in all fucking stations."
Oh
I
yeah,
was
I
like,
want to punch the fucking
"Wow!"
TV. I'm like, nigga, you ain't at a
I was
concert.
like,
The fuck?
"Wow!"
You talking
It
about
was
people
shine time.
dying, bro?
That
He
Star
acting
Wars
like
say
he
was
like this.
shine time.
He said, "Yeah, right." He goes, "You see
Yes,
my?"
I'm good.
He
I
goes,
know
"You see
best
the
not to
numbers
shit
that I'm
telling you
doing?
this fucked up news.
You should be paying. You should. You should be paying me for this shit." D Holla, why don't you send us a picture of what your hair looks like right now?
He said he looking like Grady from Sanford
D
and
Holla
Son.
says, "I need barbershops to reopen ASAP. I'm looking like Grady from
You
Sanford
better
and
get your
Son."
sister to braid that shit up.
Oh, really,
No,
Grady? I think he sent me a picture, Grady.
I think
Yesterday.
Diallo told me he gonna have to spend like $50 to get his shit chopped.
D Holla,
Everybody
salute,
hopping in
salute,
the,
General, salute. Drop that 50, sir. How could you?
you
How
know what I'm
can any?
saying?
How could you live without a haircut? That's crazy.
Easily,
cause you wanna
motherfucker.
live. Cause
No,
you
that's
wanna live.
crazy. That's crazy. You can't. You crazy? I be getting my shape up on
You gotta be
Fridays
looking
since I
sharp
was
in that
since
casket.
I was 19. But I'm gonna
You
have
can
a
shape
really
your
good shape up. They're like, damn, he may be dead, but his
you can
shape
shape
up
your
is
own
solid.
shit up. You can shape the front and then have Lila just taper you up in the back.
Hell
Right.
no. What are you
Just get
talking
on
about?
YouTube. Just get on fucking YouTube and watch
Hell
that video.
no. Hell no. That's foolishness to take an open blade to your face. You crazy. You see me the next day with stupid band-aids on my face. You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I mean, listen, Mel Kwan did it. Mel Kwan threw up that 50 real quick. He was
Man, my
chewing on his
motherfucking afro would
mustache.
be looking like Dr. J in the early '80s and late '70s, bro. I give a motherfucker $50 to
Fangool is
touch
the
his shit.
fangool.
Right. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
listen, you
I ain't
better pay
going to
that
no salon.
$50.
I ain't
You
going to
you
no
get dub and
salon.
that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
I
on. Is
paid
You don't
that
that.
know how they
hold on,
clean
hold
that
on, hold
shit.
on, hold on. Is that Mel Kwan on the line?
Yes, it is.
I
It
know.
was.
I don't know why I'm asking
Good
because
morning.
I'm
Good
the one that.
morning.
Oh, bloop.
Yeah.
You gotta
Right.
give
I was
Mel
just,
Quan
I
them
was just
crickets
thinking that,
early,
bitch.
man.
Thank you for saying what I was
Hello.
thinking.
Wow, I gave you crickets real quick.
Give Mel Quan
Yeah.
them crickets.
Yeah. I've been
Metro,
listening all
hold on,
morning.
hold on. Metro customer goes, "Do y'all think we're gonna have sports this year?" I like, listen, we were asking people yesterday if you guys would pay pay-per-view to watch sports with nobody in the fucking
Oh,
stadium.
hell no.
All right, hold on. Who's that breathing on the goddamn phone like that?
Mel
Ziggy.
Quan, you walking in the
Melquan,
wind,
are
my
you
man.
walking in
Money,
the
more
wind?
problems.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
You
walking in the
outside?
wind.
Yeah, you walking in. Well, I thought you was gonna make a windbreaker for your face.
Yeah, man. It's windy out here this
Make a
morning.
mask for the phone or something, man. A windbreaker for the jack. I don't
Right.
know.
Damn, look at the sheriffs riding around like they blue and white.
That's an inner thought right there. See, nobody cares.
We can't
We
see him,
just
sir.
talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm telling you. Now you're running off. Now JPS doing the same shit. Talk about,
We
yo,
were
guys,
talking
I gotta
about this
hang up. I
yesterday,
gotta go
sir.
collect this cash. You ain't
I gotta go to
collecting no
24.
cash.
You ain't getting no
go get
money,
some
nigga.
honey butter chicken,
City
man.
Field and
Maybe throw it
Flushing, I'm
down.
good.
No
Metro
money.
customer, you living with next to all the people from China. So I don't know how good you
Oh,
are.
China.
paranoid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You saw the video. You saw my
Look,
picture of the you saw the picture of the Chinese place that I found open, Melquan. I was thinking of you yesterday.
yeah, I saw a picture, a little
It was like,
video of that.
oh shit, they're open.
Yeah, you go get them wings and rice.
I got me mixed
Go
vegetables
get them
with
bat
I got
wings.
me some mixed
Bat wings
vegetables
and
with
rice.
shrimp, extra spicy, son.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
extra spicy to
Mills
cover
Yeah,
Lane
up
and
that.
King
Chinese
Kong know what I'm
oil,
talking about.
Chinese oil, spicy,
$20
son.
a cut, man. Fuck all that $50 and
Who
$60
said that?
bullshit,
Keenan
man.
Kong says $20 max for me.
Yeah, Mills Lane too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you getting. You getting a fucking
Well,
dub.
then you know what I'm saying. Them Atlanta barbers and Philly barbers must be real hungry. That's all I could say.
$20.
Cause
Nah,
them
man,
New
the
York
street.
barbers, you know
Hey,
what the
look,
New
we got
York
the
barbers
street. The
did? The New
street.
York barbers looked at everybody
You
and
must get
said,
a face massage and shit too, huh?
Yeah, Rich got motherfuckers putting
They
hot
put
towels
the
on his
"Well, I
jaws
yeah,
and
do
they
get
put
a
shit.
the
hot
That
hot
towel. I
$20
do get a
haircut, them
hot
niggas
towel. Always got
they
a hot
getting
towel."
bleached for
Wait,
$20.
wait, wait.
clip your nose
How do
hairs
you
and
not
shit.
get a haircut without a hot towel?
Cause I got hot towels at the house, man. I don't gotta spend no extra for that shit.
Yeah, I don't do all that hot towel
Hell
shit.
I can come
no.
to the.
They be
I
You
don't
want
do
using
all
to?
that
the
hot
they
towel
be
shit.
using the hot towels with the eucalyptus oil in that shit. Open up your
See?
nasal
That's how he
passage.
yeah,
What?
them
Man,
Yeah,
motherfuckers
I can
get sick too.
Hell no.
I can go
If
get you
you
some
not
good
you
getting
want
that,
some
vegetable
Grey
oil.
if you
Poupon
not,
with your
yeah,
haircut?
well, you
See,
know what I'm saying. If you got some,
see.
You want some
Rich,
Grey Poupon with
Glass
your?
of wine
if
and
you
shit.
got a little bit of Grey Poupon and shit, I'll take a
Rich,
little bit.
this what I can do for you, Rich. I can give you some. I can give you some Hall's Mentholyptus. You know what I'm saying, or some
Boss
Vicks Vapor
Darko,
Rub,
that's funny.
and I put a
Are you
record
talking
out
about
in the
21
microwave for
Pilots, the
15
band?
seconds.
I like that.
Uh,
And
Rich
I'll
ate
throw you a
dirty
wet towel in
Chinese
the
food
microwave for 10
yesterday. He
seconds.
gonna get that Rona. No, sir. I made them make that shit so spicy I was sweating when I ate that shit. Are you kidding me? That's how
You got the
spicy I
food
made
sweat.
that shit.
You
I
need
said
it
no.
spicy.
I said I need that hot
No,
Chinese oil on that shit. Put a
get
little more.
like a
Put
you
little.
some
need it
more.
spicy.
Oh, you want more?
That's it.
I go put some more.
Uh,
Those folks told you to have a seat and wait for your order. They
No,
was
but
look,
no, but
they was in that picture, Rich. They
yeah, I
was
don't.
looking at you with the side eye too.
With
They,
that
oh,
reheat
girl was
ass
looking at you
You
rice.
like,
saw me taking the picture and shit. You saw me taking the picture.
hell yeah, she looking like what the fuck is
Right,
he
get that
doing?
dirty ass money off the counter.
Have a seat and wait for your
thank you, man.
goddamn order. Yeah, all this shit still been out here open. It's just like I say, just shit just closing early. And so you motherfuckers still been eating Chinese food. They still been eating barbecue, all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know how
You better
nobody
get that shit
how
before they
can
close.
you eat that Chinese food? I swear when you see them eating them fucking bats and shit like that,
Well,
like
I'm
it's
not
like
eating no wings. I'm getting mixed
man,
vegetables with shrimp.
I like
you
all
think
that
it's
rap.
vegetables. That shit is
Nah,
chopped up
it's
red.
broccoli, it's carrots, it's fucking pea
Nah,
pods,
bruh.
it's
Nah, bruh.
mushrooms.
It's
I
made it
like
looks
dog
like
cat
a
and
pea
rap.
pod. It looks like a pea pod, but it ain't no pea
I don't know what you
pod.
heard. I
I like
love
dark
dog
cat
cat and
rat.
rap. Hmm I don't know what you
They
heard.
need
Dog
oil
cat and
with
rap
that
tastes
shit.
good. Shit with that gravy,
Yeah,
boy.
they spice that shit up, make sure it tastes good.
Mark,
Yeah.
thank you very much for your donation, brother. We appreciate it. Thank you very
Fucking
much, man.
meerkat and shit.
Salute, Mark.
Dog cat and rap
Meerkat
is
and rice.
banging.
So, Melquan, everything good with you, sir?
Not really.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
trying
asking
to.
you. Is everything good with you, sir?
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I ain't
You
gonna
riding
front. You know
dice
what
was
lifted my
popping out.
spirits up? What lifted my spirits up last night? I listened to the rebroadcast of the show yesterday. That
That's
shit
right.
had me
Yeah, that was a
dying.
great show yesterday. Good fucking
It
energy,
really was.
man.
we had great energy,
Here we
man.
go again. Hold on. Here we go again. We got thrown off for a second. I don't know what's going on, man.
What happened? Microphone?
Always, no. The show always, the Wirecast gets disconnected from YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I think we should be back on, right?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. We back on?
Yeah, it sound like somebody in the vortex.
Yeah, come on, man. Get out of the
That's
vortex,
Mark.
man. Get out of the vortex.
Yo, you know what I can't stand too? You know what's funny? I noticed last night too. Niggas be having podcasts and shit with 6 people in their lives, begging niggas to celebrate their birthdays and shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you be talking about Ruckus Radio, nigga. 6 niggas you beg to be in your life? Oh, man. What a joke.
Where are we even going with this? I'm lost.
Right.
You know, hamster. You know, there's this bunch of hamster face
Oh,
ass niggas who
hamster
have a birthday.
podcast is begging for birthday money?
There's a bunch of hamster podcasters.
A desgracia.
I'm like, yo, I'm glad I'm on the network I'm on. Shit.
Yeah.
6 niggas in your live begging.
Listen, we have never begged for a penny, but when we humbly say we appreciate it, because it keeps the fucking lights on. Helps me pay the phone bills,
Jesus.
lights on. Helps me pay Vic Vega for the banners. It helped us cover that $2,200 hit when everything short circuited. So salute to everybody that donates. Thank you, man. Keep us going. Shit.
If I gotta beg 6 people to hang with me for my birthday.
But let me ask you something. I think what the people want to know. The people want to know is
you had a heyday with that one.
I think what the people want to know, Melquan, is how do you know that there were 6 people in that room?
Because I be scrolling.
Oh, so you was one of the 6.
Yeah.
You was one of the 6. At least he was being honest.
I was looking from the bushes. I was one of the 6.
He's picking up some curtains and shit.
Yeah, I was looking right through the munition line. Like, yeah. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, stop talking about my fucking show and my network, niggas. Get your weight up.
Juicy.
But anyway, our numbers keep going through the roof.
Milquan begged for shots from rats. And it ain't even his birthday.
Oh, man.
Listen, we appreciate all donations, be it a penny, be it a dollar, be whatever. Thank you for listening.
Oh yeah, man. You know
and especially especially during a time like this where people are strapped for money and stuff like that, people can still donate. That's an extra thank you, all right? So we appreciate it, but we do not get up here and bang anybody out or fucking, or, how come there's no donations? Get them donations up. Why are people, hit that? No, thank you. We appreciate it and salute. You know what I'm saying? Mills Lanes, thank you so much.
Our numbers keep going up.
Yeah,
the only thing we will ask you to do is slap that like button.
Yeah.
And tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend.
That's it. Tell a friend. That's it. Help us grow. That's all. And we are growing. We are growing. We are growing from the floor up. We do this. We get up every morning, no script, no nothing, just some fucking energy and some good weed, and we give you a good show. Or we attempt to give you the best show possible.
I go front. This show is turning into some Universe 25 shit.
Hold on 1 second. Something is wrong with this fucking
Universe 25.
Universe 25.
Oh,
25.
Yes.
I don't know why it keeps disconnecting from the mother.
YouTube don't like you, man.
Nah, man, it can't
be.
be.
It don't fuck with you.
Yeah, because I was talking all that conspiracy shit, man. You know that. YouTube don't like that shit, man.
It ain't no conspiracy shit.
It
ain't no conspiracy shit.
YouTube don't like that shit, man. You got to be careful what you say, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't juke that algorithm.
Hell no.
They don't like you getting out their information.
Got the gremlins in there.
I got to drop out, man. I got to finish doing my yard work.
Okay, inner thoughts, guy. Inner fucking thoughts.
Salute Keenan Kong for the donation. You know what I'm saying?
Go get
Holy shit. Keenan Kong said, hold this.
Keenan Kong giving out donations?
Oh, Keenan Kong. Salute to you, sir.
He must got a stimulus check.
I fuck with Keenan Kong, though, man. There's one thing you give Keenan Kong. Keenan Kong been around since the beginning, too, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you know why Keenan Kong gets respect? Because Keenan Kong been Keenan Kong since day one. That's why.
He stay who he is, man. I can respect that all the time, man.
No, we have to figure this out because always at a certain time, we keep losing our connection to YouTube, and my Wi-Fi is fine, and I'm connected to the Ethernet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's weird.
Brooke Z, I see you in the chat. Salute to Brooke Z.
Good morning, bro.
Just keep going.
Yo, salute and good morning to all y'all. I gotta go, man. I just wanted to call in real quick. I gotta, I
Have a
gotta,
good
All
I
day,
gotta,
brother.
I gotta rebuild my mailbox spell
Why
with the
the
wind.
fuck?
Tell
Damn.
y'all what to do.
You gotta go buy
Yeah,
a hammer.
yeah, I
Get
gotta
on
go
this.
get a sledgehammer to bust this shit down. I gotta fucking do all this shit, man.
Get
Cause
some screws.
I just wanna be high the rest of the day. I don't wanna be doing no yard
Well,
work.
smoking that Reggie ain't gonna help you out, but I hope you get some
Right,
good shit, man. You know.
right, you're right. With your mint green and all that shit, fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
man.
Y'all smoking that Reggie Miller with extra
You got that
extra
good
tea.
Reggie Fizz, man. I already know it, man. You got
They
the Reggie Fizz. Your
they
mustache
said
was looking like his the other day. You
Mac
know what I'm
Mac
saying?
bag Mac got some ways to hit off on his bag. He just rolled the stems and everything.
All
He's
right.
like, fuck it.
All right, I,
Oh,
th-
so
I
you
think
got
we're live.
Salute.
So, all
Everybody
right,
have a
really,
good
all
one.
right, salute, Milkwan.
All
Mills
right.
Lanes, thank you for your donation. The Han Network, we keep the team switcher Melquin on the roster. Anyways, salute to you. Hold on,
Yeah.
Clark, what's up?
Hey, what's cooking,
Okay,
crew? What
okay.
is
Now, right now,
up?
Good
now it
morning,
seems like the
Clark.
system is all
Dog
right.
out,
But
do.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and
let the
Keenan Kong,
dog
thank you
out.
for your donation, sir.
What?
Salute and respect.
Hey, what up?
Good morning.
Salute, Clark.
What's up? Yo, what's up, Mac J? Jamaria,
Yeah,
what
doesn't
up?
Clark sound like he's been on punishment for like 3 weeks with no one to talk to?
Fuck, fuck
And
off.
this is the first form of life. I'm just off of
I can't
foundation.
even be
My
honest with
wife,
I like when you
listen,
say my name.
it's like his wife
Well, he
just left
said,
to work and the kids just left. He's like, yeah, hello, I am free
what's
to call
up?
in.
Yeah,
Like, can you just leave already so I could call in? Can you just leave already so I could call in?
Bro, you're just you're a real piece over there at the
What's
Country Club.
poppin', Clarky?
Hey man, doing my thing, brother. Just surviving like the rest of everybody out in these parts. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
seem
Like
like you're
crazy
doing
out
well,
here.
sir. You seem like you're doing
Yes,
well.
yes.
How's Tampa treating you?
Tampa, man. I'm in Hollywood, Florida.
Oh,
The
Ooh,
shit.
Lord.
the epicenter of the freaking
All the crazy. All the
seniors.
crazy.
Well, you got fucking
Oh
alligators
man.
that do meth.
Mm.
Jesus.
Yo,
But
they
yeah,
were
no.
saying the
Hey, what is the beeping?
coronavirus
What is
was
the
in
beeping?
there.
What's the
The,
beeping?
the,
Now, don't worry about
huh?
what the beeping is, man. What you all up in? What are you writing a book?
Right,
Hey,
man.
okay, take it easy. What's up, MQ?
Jesus, what's the
MQ, what
beeping?
up?
What's the beeping?
MQ in there?
No, he had to dip off. He had to.
Oh, okay, he
You had to
did.
go build a mailbox or something.
He had to go roll up them
He
leaves. He out
goes.
there right
No,
now.
you know what he had to do? He had to get the set ready for the sports bar.
Going to sterilize, okay.
There will be no sports bar, sir.
Going to sterilize and shit.
Hey, let me ask you, what do you think, Mac J, of Gronk going to Tampa now? And CJ, I know you're in the Bay Area too, so what are
Shit,
your thoughts?
I wasn't surprised when they said it. You know what I'm saying? But
I think
I thought
Tampa
he
going
thought he
to.
said he was retired. He gonna do a little. He gonna do his numbers wherever he go. But we got to get these boys back on the field first. All of them.
Well, let me tell you, and I know you guys know I have sources all around, but I also have a lot of sports sources too, right? And so everything gets intertwined with Hollywood and the sports scene. So here's what I'm hearing, gents and ladies. You heard it directly from Clark on the check-in Hollywood News. Here we go. I'm hearing that they're not going to do any kind of pre-season. I think preseason is going to be pretty much. They already said that they were reducing the amount of preseason games. I've been hearing that preseason is going to be eliminated altogether, so that the teams have more time to practice and to really get ready for the season. The big thing that I'm hearing is that the games will be played either in two scenarios. One, I'm hearing a TV event.
Yeah, we heard that.
Each and two, I'm hearing half full stadium. But what I'm hearing is obviously one section cordoned off, social distancing. I don't think that's going to work. I think what we're dealing with here is we're probably not going to have fans in the stadium. And the reason for that is just imagine getting everyone in stadiums at the peak of the flu season and then possibly resurge of COVID-19.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been hearing. And now, what do you guys think of that, Mac J? Let me.
Well, here's what I've been hearing. Somebody sent me this
I said
picture.
Mac J first.
I said somebody sent me this
Damn.
picture
But
and
he
said
doesn't
that this
care.
is what D Holler looks like right now with no haircut. That
No shit.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Rich. That was really entertaining. Yeah, thanks. Now, Mac J, would you mind answering? I'm sorry. I apologize for the interruption.
I don't think they're gonna do it if they can't get the fans in there. They're not gonna make the money that they want to make. So I think they'll
Right.
just cancel the whole season until they can get back to doing some shit.
Right,
I'll tell you-
that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I could tell you somebody who doesn't want that to happen. That's Tom Brady and the Bucks.
Yeah, no, that's
getting
right.
older every year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
but watch the Bucks go to, if there is a Super Bowl. Watch them go now because who they're
I'm
playing.
going to be honest with you. Like, CJ, you bring up a good point. This is my next thing. I am actually, you know what? I normally don't do sports betting, nor do I endorse it or any kind of illegal gambling activities. But I will tell you, Mac J, I know you've dabbled in sports betting, or was it at Q?
that's Melquin,
JP,
who's a
I think-
degenerate
Yeah.
gambler.
The reason I say that is I'm willing to bet that if you put $100 towards the Bucks to win the Super Bowl and they win, you may end up with almost $50,000 to $75,000.
Yeah, it's
in
a
your bet.
real good payoff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you know.
But you got to
what
bet
do you
at the
got to
beginning
lose?
of the season. You're saying.
Well, right.
You can bet now.
Yeah,
You can bet it.
do it now,
you can
right?
bet it now.
Right.
So I
exactly.
could take my credit card and bet $100.
On the
You can
Bucks
go over
to
to
win the
Midland
Super
and
Bowl.
do that.
But what
Hey,
if there's no football?
Rich,
Right.
you can go over to Midland and do that.
Midland where?
I think where is it? Jersey?
Oh, I can go to
Call-
Jersey to make a bet.
Yeah, that's where you would go to make that instead of
All
Vegas.
right, let me ask you a question.
Or you could do it online.
Can
They
you
have
bet
online
if there's going to be
Yeah, you can do
football or not?
5 dimes. You can go to 5 dimes.
Because I'd bet there's not going to be any football.
Maybe there is.
That's what I put
There will
$100
be
on right
football.
now.
I'm telling you, everyone, there will be football. You know why? There's money to be made in TV, and if everybody's
There's money to be made in baseball too. There's no baseball, buddy.
Listen, let me explain something to you. No offense to baseball,
Yeah.
but other than the World Series and the last 2 innings of the World Series,
Yeah.
it's fucking boring. Bro.
Really?
It is a game of patience.
It is boring.
Stamina.
My
All right?
baseball
It
is
boring
dope. Baseball is
as
dope.
AF,
My
okay?
baseball is dope.
Boring as fuck.
Hell no.
Thank you,
You got to try to hit a fucking ball being thrown 100 miles an hour at you. That's
All right,
fucking
but anyway,
skill.
Let's not
Oh,
get
man.
distracted here. All right.
Boring.
You
wouldn't-
never heard of
listen,
Dial
it wouldn't be-
Strawberry?
Listen, it wouldn't be Clark on
At
the
first,
second.
I have.
Clark on the second. Rich.
Shamari is funny,
Focus.
man. Hurry up, buddy.
Focus.
Hurry up. We got to get out of
All
here. Go
right,
ahead.
it wouldn't be Clark on the check-in without an entertainment report.
Yeah, please. Let's
So
go.
let's unpeel.
What
this
happened to your
onion
boy
that's-
Jason Mitchell or whatever his name is?
Jesus Christ, man! Can I fucking just say what I was gonna say? Can I unpeel this Jason Mitchell?
There
onion
you
without
go.
you
That's what
fucking
we
getting
were waiting.
involved?
You're already 3 days too late with it, but go ahead. Let's go. Tell us
Listen,
something
first
we
of all, I don't
already
wanna
know,
hear this
Mr.
shit because
Know It
what I'm
All.
gonna tell you is what you
Mr.
don't
Know It All.
All right. So let's unpeel this Jason Mitchell onion, okay? Well, first of all, he claims now this is coming straight out of my source.
Straight out of
that
Compton.
he, first of all, did you know this? That he was listen, did you know that he was traveling with a woman and a minor? Were you aware?
So
of that?
who is he blaming? Who is he blaming it on? The minor?
Hold on. He's stating. Listen. My sources are saying that he's stating that it was a rental vehicle.
Yeah.
That it was a friend's rental car.
Yeah.
And which was reported already.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
the big thing here was that he was fleeing the COVID-19 epidemic. Now, I gotta tell you, that is some seriously far-fetched, fleeing to where? Like, what exactly were you fleeing to? No one knows, but that was the
Fleeing to
official
Compton.
excuse. Listen,
It was on that ass.
hold on, everybody. Let's give Rich a clap for his little comment. That was straight out of Compton. 'Cause he
Straight
started
out of
with,
Compton.
"Ah,
Is it better
you're
than a
deli-
smother
you're
your
delightful.
mother?
You're delightful, aren't you? Just cute.
And
All
make
right,
your
now,
sister think
are
I
you
love
done,
her.
Rich?
Dangerous.
Rich, okay, are you done, Rich?
See, Jamaria and me would have been best friends in high school. You understand what I'm saying? Going
Jamaria,
line
don't
for
let his,
line,
don't
rhyme
let,
for rhyme.
listen, Jamaria, don't let his East Asian charm try to get
East
to you.
Asian
Don't
charm.
let his East Asian charm
Hey,
get to you.
Rich
Jamaria,
would have been
baby,
carrying.
let's
Rich
recite the
would have been
rap songs
carrying your
together,
books in
baby.
high school, Jamaria.
Huh?
I said Rich would have been carrying your books in school.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's not.
saying?
Why
Oh
would you
yeah.
gotta say that? Why do you gotta make it like that? Like I would have
I
been
had all
carrying the books.
too. I had all
You
my
gonna
books
carry your
too.
book?
Hey,
Jamaria
let
would have
me
been.
hold that
Me and
for you.
Jamaria would have been playing doubles handball and shit, giving out that work.
All right. So
That's
listen.
right.
So he's basically stating
But
that it wasn't his, and he was trying to get into a safer spot for him
Mm.
and
okay,
his
all right. If
his
it
family
wasn't
or
his
whoever was with him.
Clark, then whose was it?
Excuse me.
If the gun and the dope wasn't his, who did it belong to? The female, the child in the car?
No. He this is what he's saying.
Yeah.
That it was a rental vehicle, so somebody must have left it in
So
there
left it in there.
from the last rental.
Oh, the gun and the
Mm.
weed.
I didn't know
Right.
it was in there. I didn't even know this shit was in there, officer.
Exactly is what he's
I
saying.
swear to God, I didn't see this Draco sitting in this
D
truck.
holla, I didn't say that
Right.
I wouldn't have been trying to kick it
It
to
sure couldn't
Jamaria.
smell that weed either. You know, I don't know
Now
how
I don't
they
know
got
if you
that
guys saw
option.
the mugshot yet,
Friend
but
zone.
our boy is looking rough,
Hell
bro.
no.
He's looking like he's had too many burgers, a
Here,
lot
let's
of
check him
burgers.
D
out.
holla was the president of the friend
Well,
zone.
Yo, Rich, bring up the
D holla was the hall monitor of the friend
Rich,
zone.
bring up listen, bring up the Jason Mitchell. Is he drunk?
Jason Mitchell mugshot.
Yes, the Jason Mitchell mugshot. Bring it up, Rich.
How do you want me to bring it up, Rich? Like what? Not a fucking abracadabra? Like how?
Fucking guy.
Like I don't have
Bro.
it on me. Text it to me.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, thanks, man. But anyway, he looks bloated. He looks like he's had one too many Big Macs, and he definitely
Yeah,
doesn't
somebody.
look
I'll
like
put.
Jason
You
Mitchell
know,
from
why wouldn't you
Straight Outta
text me the
Compton.
picture before going into the story?
yeah, I got to see this shit.
Yeah, you gotta see. He's
There you
definitely
go.
looking bloated.
There he is.
Rich is gonna get it up there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, he is fat in the face.
D Holla said you ain't shit for sending that picture of that dark skinned ravishing Rick Rude dude. Whoever he was.
And I just want to also, Rich, while we're here, I want to thank all my fans like Juicy J, who's asking if I'm still talking. Yes, I'm still here. I know no one's listening. You're not listening, Juicy J, but all my fans that are loyal to
I'm
Clark
not gonna
and
lie, that looks like my
Hollywood,
mugshot.
they're listening. They're listening. And, so I appreciate that. I know we got people in there that represent Team Clark here. So,
You know,
I'm just gonna keep
Church
talking.
Ave Dan is your number one supporter. He's just not in the room right now.
Yo, shout out to Church Avenue Dan.
Church Avenue. Jesus Christ,
Church
Clark.
Avenue. He's blaming me for his fuck up.
Church Avenue Dan. There's the picture
That man
Clark
said-
requested. There you go.
That man said, "Man, I didn't even know this shit was in here,
Man,
man."
fuck
You just
this
look
shit. I'm
aggravated, like,
gonna
you
pin
know,
it. That's that
I
fuck this
can't
shit. I'm gonna
believe
pin
I'm
it on the
here.
kid, man. Yo, don't they know I was in the fucking movie?
Like, girl, just take this charge from me.
Yep. So let me just say this much: his career is really. I mean, D Holla saying, "Who's that?" That's Jason Mitchell.
That's
D.
little
Holla
C's from
the
Junior
Chi
Mafia.
and straight out of Compton, straight out of Hampton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's what's going on with Jason Mitchell. His career is in the toilet. It's a wrap for him. It's unfortunate because he's talented, but you know what? I just think that he's just had so many issues, and this is just now even worse because it's a drug charge, and it's not just a bullshit charge. It's felony charges. So we're gonna have to see what happens there. Let's see if he gets the COVID. What do you call that? The COVID. What is that? They're saying that the
celebrity
court case.
virus.
No. The court. The what is that? The courts are being lenient with charges. So let's see if he gets the
house
COVID
arrest.
leniency.
House
Yeah.
arrest
Oh,
for
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. Exactly. Or if he gets a deal or something. He's gonna say something. You know what I mean? And so
And then
we
he
don't
gonna
know.
go out and kill a nigga.
But we'll see what happens. But you know what? Other than that, I think we were talking. Rich, you were bringing up a couple of things. First of all, it's vegan. It's not pagan, and it's not Megan. It's vegan. That's what those folks that eat rabbit food and grass. Okay, it's vegan, not pagan. Okay, pagans were those Aztec crazy motherfuckers that sacrificed each other. You good with that?
No, that's actually not where pagans were. Pagans were worshippers of nature. You need to do your history. Now,
Okay.
with that being said, where is
Damn.
where is Vic Vega? Slacking. That's where he is right now.
Eating a nasty ass
I don't know where he is.
salad.
I don't know if he
somewhere.
went back to work, but Vic Vega, you are on slack mode, sir.
Somebody write him up.
Yeah, I have not seen Vic Vega slack this heavy in a while, but it's all good. I hope everything's okay with Vic Vega. Just waiting on these banners. Saw some banners. That's it. So besides that, all right, it is Jamaria, let me ask you something. Is the money still the same for the deliveries out there, or is the bubble popping?
I don't know. I think the money's to the same. My phone's still buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You know, I just don't fucking want to be there. I'm getting sick
Right.
of these motherfuckers. Like, I keep feeling like I'm being cheated. So it's
well,
like,
the bubble
you
is
know what,
popping in New York, in my neighborhood.
here's your shit.
The
So Rich,
bonus.
they're not doing any orders anymore?
Well, they're
That's
doing.
because
Go ahead.
they all dead in your neighborhood, Rich. That's what it is.
That's what it is, right?
Your
Nobody
clientele
ordering
going
shit.
down, motherfucker. You need to go to.
It has to. It has to be what it is. I may have to start going to Brooklyn because
Right.
they went from $4 to $5 to $7, $8 bonuses per delivery to $1 bonus yesterday. I say, yo, either the bubble's
Oh, well,
popping.
I have noticed that. Now,
That's
yeah,
what
they're
I'm
trying to
asking
lowball
you.
on shit.
Is the bubble slowly
Yeah.
deflating?
Yeah, I've been
Because
noticing
I mean,
that too
2
with
weekends
Amazon,
ago,
too.
it was $10, $11 bonus per delivery. Like I must have made like $400 or $500 in like 6 hours.
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
Well-
they cooling on a bonus, even in with Amazon, even a base rate. They keep trying to
Yeah,
lowball
right.
it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was telling everybody it's a bubble. Get that money while that bubble is there, because that shit will start to deflate. And I think the companies are like, all right, maybe we may have given too much out too fast. You know?
Well, we have to see. Have you guys gotten your stimulus checks yet?
No,
Rich, have you got
not
yours?
yet, not yet.
I ain't got mine yet,
No.
but I
Yeah,
know
I haven't
I
got
wasn't expecting it.
Clark, what about you?
I ain't do my
I
taxes
have
yet.
not.
And
I
what the
got my stimulus check. I put myself to work.
Nice. Which
But the
means you did
government
not
don't
get
give
a
a shit.
stimulus check yet then.
But yeah, man, it's been crazy. But listen, I got a question for you guys. Have you seen any good shows lately? Because there's a lot of good hot stuff out there. Okay. Tough crowd.
No, I watched. The only thing I watched was I watched that Waco shit on Netflix. That was about it.
Oh, okay.
About
What'd you think
Waco?
of that?
Yeah, that shit was kind of dope though.
Yeah,
Real.
man, I want
I'm
to see
about
it.
to
I've been
watch
hearing
that.
some stuff on it.
I'm catching up on all the WB shows that I couldn't watch, like, Flash and all that
WB.
shit. Yeah, like
Hey, Rich, maybe you and I
Flash
can
and Green Arrow and all that shit. What?
For,
What?
That's right, Jamari.
I can't. What?
Blue blue, motherfucker. That's what she said.
Oh, blue bloop. Oh, blue bloop. Oh, okay, blue bloop. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm watching the WB shows. I don't give a shit. Or blue bloop.
Goosey J is saying for me to tap on my resources to the Pentagon to find my stimulus check.
Yeah, I got to catch up with Peaky Blinders. I got to catch up with so much shit.
My damn Vegas trip got canceled. I'm so mad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so
I can't
like-
catch a fucking break, man.
Yeah, well,
like-
so what?
like
It's
my-
money
my
saved,
aunt
man.
Just left. My aunt just left, like the Miami area, Coral. What's it called over there?
Coral
Coral
Reef?
Springs.
Coral Springs?
Coral Reef. Yeah. All right. So
No,
she
Coral
just left
Springs.
Coral Reef, and she drove all the way up to Minnesota.
Coral Reefs.
So, and
Damn.
she said they didn't have no problem. There was no roadblocks. There was nobody stopping them from crossing lines or
Right,
anything.
right,
So
right.
this-
Sweet.
And that's from one end of the country to the other end.
Right. Damn, that's a long ass drive. Fuck that.
Where you stay in Minnesota? You staying in Minneapolis?
In a suburb of Minneapolis.
Blade, they said
Yeah,
that
I'm
two
from-
cats.
I stayed in Maple Grove.
Two cats in
I
New
was
York.
I lived
Oh,
in
it's
Maple
not
Grove.
too far from here. Yeah.
Yeah, where you at? Brooklyn Park?
All right, this is not
No, I'm in
hotline
Coon
for
Right.
Rapids.
See,
getting to
see,
know
Coon
you
the
know,
Rapids.
hood.
we don't do all that, CJ. We don't tell people everybody where you all at and shit. Easy,
Back
Yeah,
bro.
on
she
Like,
said
that.
you
you
know what I'm
got me
saying?
on
Like,
here giving out
yeah,
info.
man. Like, easy, bro.
What are you
Just know
guys
what's,
scared about?
you know.
What are you
There's
scared
a
of?
lot of weirdos out there, man. There's a
There's
lot
too
of
much.
What
Yeah,
are
weirdos
you gonna
out
man.
do?
there.
You know, I asked
It
her
ain't
to
about
do
being
this
scared.
kind
It's
of like
called
me.
privacy, my dude.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
do
people don't might
attract
not
some
want everybody to know where
weirdos.
they at like that. You know,
Yeah,
easy, bro.
So,
Easy, easy.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it seems like we got Jamaria down to a neighborhood.
right, like shit. I done gave all
What's
the
your
info out
mailbox
now.
look like?
Right.
You know,
Like, what's my
my
favorite
zip code
number?
SJ,
01594.
when is the next Talk
Yeah,
That
fuck it.
Shit?
Latitude.
Come on through. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah,
SJ, when is
Or
the
the
longitude
next Talk
fucking
That
what?
Shit?
212,
Yeah.
latitude westbound
Where the fuck you
317.41
at, man? Trying to get
degrees north.
you want to know where
Yeah,
you at?
yeah.
Nah, see,
Come
I'm
on
from
through
there,
so I
so
can have your
that's
ass
all.
tied up.
Yeah, I think
My bad,
CJ
man.
has said. I think CJ has said he is from Minnesota, the
Oh yeah,
coldest
that's right.
state
Yeah,
in
He
the
is from
nation.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know
My
that.
bad. Let me fall back. Let me fall
Yeah,
back.
yeah, he did say
That's
that.
the
He
only
did.
reason why I was
No, no,
saying
no,
that.
no,
You
no.
know, like that. I grew up
Listen,
there.
for the
Yeah,
for
I
the
didn't know
new
you was from
callers that
Minnesota.
call in, we tend, listen,
Hey,
you
CJ,
see me, but I don't see you. You understand what I'm saying? So
C-
this way, we don't
No,
know who's listening, shit like that.
CJ, they've been busting my balls. Actually, I'm not gonna say they. Rich has been busting my balls since the minute I got on this platform. Since I helped build it ground up with the shovel with me and him back in the old days, right, Rich?
Shovel.
I'm just
Oh,
fucking
well.
I
with you.
hit you
he
with a
got the
shovel.
he got the pitchfork out.
I'm just fucking with you. But you know what it is,
Hey,
Yeah.
CJ? Is one of the things I've learned on this group. We got to have a thick skin because this group is a fucking savage group, man. They will fucking eat you alive
No,
if you
Yeah,
get
we
no,
the
on their
only
it's not.
network
No,
that give each
it's
other that
not.
work.
It's not even that. Listen, there was a dude that I was beefing with on the internet that put up my mother's address out there.
wow, that's
Oh,
fucked
I
On
up.
remember
shows.
that. I remember that.
Super Mo Ali. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
he doxed your ass.
Yeah, he doxed me, which it didn't make a difference to me because nothing's happening to my mom. So I wasn't really concerned. But
But
the
still,
lengths people
you
would
don't do
go
that
to
though.
try to put fear into you.
Yeah,
It's a very weird fucking world. This internet
it
landscape,
is.
and
It takes a
I
lot of
tell you,
getting used
even though
to.
it may, end the fucking show if I did, but the day the internet crashes, I am gonna be fucking hollering and hopping and driving around, blowing my horn, and because I'm just, it's not a real world. For me,
Mm-mm.
it's just
no, Rich.
technology.
It
It's
really
just
is the
technology.
material
It's
world.
technology. But
Mm-hmm.
you have lurkers that hate their real life so much that make their life the internet, and it's
Right.
just,
Yes. And they live on that
Yeah.
shit.
that's why for me, I would just want to see it crash as an experiment, just to see what people that really, really live on Instagram and Facebook and social media, what would you do?
All them motherfuckers gonna go crazy.
What would you do? I would
No,
just love
Right.
to see it. What would you
you
do?
want to talk
They
about a
got
depression?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a depression
they
when
gonna go
all these
pick a real
kids
fight
can't
and
do
get their
shit.
ass whooped. That's what's gonna
Hey,
happen.
when we were growing up, man, we had to go outside. My mama said, "Get the fuck out this house until
Hell
Right.
daylight."
yeah.
Pretty
You
much.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Don't you come back, I'll whoop your ass.
Pretty much.
We didn't. We went out and did shit. But these kids nowadays, they don't know
You
how to
can't
go
even
out
do
and
that shit. You
do
can't even
shit.
send your kids out because, see, you don't know what crazy motherfucker come up with his white
Right,
See?
right,
man want to
right, right,
snatch a
right,
motherfucking
right
kid
on.
And
and
Right.
try to
lock
get
them up.
you, yeah.
Shit.
That's,
And
fact.
I've always been the first person since, not the first
Hey, why
person,
does it
but
got to be a white van, though? I drive a white van.
you
Oh,
know
shit.
I've
Man,
always
you
You
ask for
got what kind of
addresses.
white
He
man? You
right,
got the
yeah.
yeah, he got a
red?
Supermo was
white
All right,
man
obsessed
give
with
me
your
on.
show
He
beard.
me
want to
That's
that
wear
so
your
white
funny.
van.
skin.
Give me that
He
word.
want to wear your skin, man.
I hate
Give me that
I
word.
hate when they park next to me. Like, fuck that. Don't park next to me. Shit. Shit,
I
I
got a
need people to
constructive
see
van.
me.
I picked up my
No,
pussy
that's
in
the
that
next
Oh,
constructive
virus.
okay.
van. And
You got the constructive van, okay. So you got shit that shows you got
JPS, right? If
constructive.
we couldn't go
Okay.
outside, that means our ass was beat, or we sprained our ankle,
yeah,
or we had a cold.
Man, my
Facts.
brother used to drive a van. He used to work for a blood bank years ago, and the truck that he used to use was a white van. And every time he used to pull in the hood, people used to think it was the jump out boys and narcotics units and shit. He just turned in the neighborhood, motherfuckers just start running and shit.
D-Tex,
They be like,
Running,
D-Tex.
throwing
hell yeah, that
shit.
The
shit used to
trap
be
house
funny. They be
is
like, oh,
gone.
that's just,
Everybody
they be like,
throwing
that's
shit
just
in the
Jason.
garbage can and shit. You could just
Yeah,
drive by
Oh
and
shit.
pick up your like
D-Tex,
all the
man.
drugs you need and shit.
That shit used to be so
Pills,
funny. Motherfuckers
powder,
get to run. I'm
rock,
like, man,
weed.
I'm like, that's just my brother, man. He one of them boys. I said, no, that motherfucker work at the blood bank, man. He just drive blood from one blood bank to another, and that's the van they got his ass driving in. That shit used to
Uh,
be funny as fuck, man.
shit.
It's like,
Uh,
man, don't go to your house, man. The feds in front of it. I'm like, the feds? Ain't no fucking feds. That's Jason weak ass, man.
Yo, the
yeah, some fun with
D-Tex in New
that.
York, the D-Tex in New York they used to push the Impalas, the old school Impalas. So when you would see an Impala with tinted windows roll up, your
Oh
heart
yeah,
is
hell
fucking
yeah.
pounding, man, because
Yep.
we all got weed in the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? This is back in the days when weed would get you a night in jail, no matter what. Even if they found a joint around the area where you were standing, you were getting arrested. So.
Damn, they used to be doing y'all dirty like
Oh
that.
my God! I don't even know how many nights I've spent in jail because of smoking a blunt.
Yeah, man.
It's
Usually,
crazy.
usually out here they just tell you, man, get rid of this shit, and throw
I
it
think
away.
I think
You
oh
got a
I
little
think
bag, they might
maybe
just take your shit.
maybe when I was really wilding in the streets, maybe once a month I was getting arrested once a month. But I mean, it was a misdemeanor, but they could you'd have to pay a fine and go to jail and sit in central book.
Mm,
But it was like the whole central booking in Queens was filled up for people who was just smoking weed. Cell after
crazy.
cell after cell. Everybody's in there for smoking a blunt. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. So at least they decriminalized it, right? They decriminalized it. All right, listen,
yeah.
it's 5 to 11. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta try to make whatever money there is in the streets. The bubbles is deflating in Queens. I don't know why, but I may start going to Brooklyn and work. They're actually trying
Yeah,
to
you
pay
had to
people.
venture out.
Yeah, you know what DoorDash is doing though for the Bronx? They'll give you $8 bonus per delivery if you go to the Bronx to deliver. I still ain't going to the
Damn.
Bronx to deliver. You could keep your fucking $8 bonus. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Hell no. Motherfucking rob.
Hell
They be
no.
robbing people in the Bronx every time you go up there. And then they were like, yo, bring it to my door. Bring it to my hand. Fuck
Oh
you.
hell
I'm leaving
no.
that shit downstairs, taking a picture and sending
Right.
it to
Fuck
you,
you on
buddy.
your head,
Fuck you
hand
in
in
your
your
hand.
door.
Every time somebody writes, bring it to my hand, I purposely leave it downstairs. I don't give a fuck what floor you live on. Don't tell me I gotta bring it to your hand like I'm some fucking peasant. I leave it. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's pizza, soup, chicken, whatever the fuck it is. I'll leave that shit right on the floor in front of the fucking entrance to the building and take a picture and send it to you. I ain't bringing shit to your hand.
Yeah. Take that
Bring it
picture.
to my hand.
Go
Now,
get some
because of the
shit.
coronavirus, they don't want drivers going into the building. So the customers are saying, specifically, the instructions say, bring it to my hand. Yeah.
Shit, your ass might snatch me inside your
Get
apartment.
the fuck. Just the fact that
Shit.
anybody would write, bring it to my hand,
Smack
I
your
don't
ass
bring
in
it
there.
to your fucking hand. Only weirdos say
Been
that
on
shit.
lockdown for 2 weeks and shit. Like, shit. Well, I
Bring
know
it
what's
to
on your
you.
mind.
Fuck out
Shit.
of here.
You might think you getting a meal and a meal.
Motherfucker
Fuck
sitting
that.
sitting home all day watching Silence of the fucking Lambs and shit, running out of food and
That's
shit.
my movie.
You
You
see a
stupid.
big meaty motherfucker like me coming up the stairs. Now you got plans and shit.
Right.
Bring
This
it to my
motherfucker bring me
hand.
the virus.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, I wake up, it does what it's told. It puts the lotion in the basket. Get the fuck out of here. You all right?
Shit.
or it
Right.
or it gets the hose again. Great
I
fucking movie though.
got you underneath their bed in a little cage and shit. They just
Oh
pull
Jesus
you
man.
out when
Christ.
they feel like
Listen,
it.
I mean, listen, in all
Giving
seriousness,
you a peanut butter
Yeah.
sandwich.
yeah, in all
Yeah.
seriousness, you know what I'm saying? There is a fucking plague going on in this country. And best believe people are living in fucking cages and basements with no way to
Yeah,
fucking
that shit
escape. It's
real.
not no fucking bullshit. That's real
That's
deal.
just
So,
real.
we
Like,
may joke, but in all seriousness, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? You get fucking drugged or pulled off the street and wake up in a fucking cage and you don't even know where
man,
the fuck you are. That's a fucking thing. That's a dilemma.
Motherfucker
You know what I'm
goes there.
saying?
I might as well be dead. Motherfucker gonna kill me.
Metro customer said Bronx and Brownsville. Hell no, I ain't delivering. Brownsville too. Brooklyn, they're giving you $5-6 bonus. No, thank you.
Damn.
No, thank you. First of all, when you go to the projects in New York City, it's a fucking maze. The GPS
See,
tells you the
first of
building
all,
is
that's all you
here.
gotta say.
Yeah, the
It's
GPS
project.
the GPS
I ain't
tells you.
going.
Yeah,
I don't care where it's
the
at.
GPS fucking and God bless some people in the projects. They really will tip you 10 fucking 8, 9, $10. They just want their fucking meal. But the problem is once you get there, the way the buildings are structured, you can't even find the fucking building, man. It's crazy.
See, I
And
ain't
if
got
I'm
time
not
for all that
mistaken,
shit.
I don't know, but is Queensbridge Project still the largest project system in the United States? I think it is.
Why they ain't tore that shit down yet? Everybody else
Queensbridge
tearing down their
Projects
projects.
is
Why y'all
fucking
still got projects?
huge. It goes on for blocks.
Mm.
And you got to find a building within these. Yo, it's crazy, man. Yes, now that I know, now that I kind of know the addresses, when I look at the map, I go, and it's like, it'll be Wendy's. It'll be either Wendy's, McDonald's, or Popeyes. Always, nothing else goes to the PJs.
Popeyes.
Yeah, it's always. And then I'm like, nah, I ain't going. Yeah, I ain't going.
Yeah, I ain't going to no projects in no city, no fucking work.
I can't do it. I can't do
fuck
it.
that. I can't go to a
Unless
project.
unless you tell me in the instructions, when you get to the block, call me. I will come downstairs. You write that. I will come deliver you your food. No problem. Meet me downstairs. Make it easy for the both of us. This way
Right.
you get your food while it's still fucking hot, and I'm not walking around like a fucking asshole because I don't know where the fuck to go because you don't want to give me instructions. Like there's times I went to Queensbridge Projects and walked around for 20 minutes, put the food on a fucking park bench, took a picture, and sent to them. Said, could not find you for 20 minutes. Do you recognize this bench? Come get your food. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
That's legit.
It's too much. All right. Salute to everybody. It's 11 o'clock Tuesday morning. Everybody have a great day. Be safe. Be smart. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for all the donations this morning. We are grateful. We appreciate it. And everybody be safe. All right. Salute. Thank you for listening.
Salute, y'all.
Salute.
Bye, y'all.